look at Bryson Hall, number 6.
The following is a presentation of WCTV Sports.
Wadsworth's big-time opponent. Look,
they dismantled Medina 51-7 with the final score.
Here is the Grizzlies as they come onto the field here at Art-Wright Stadium. Look at Bryson Hall, number 16, the freshman quarterback for the Grizzlies.
Goes over the middle.
Intercepted
by Madigan.
55-10 Wadsworth, but Wadsworth came out, handled their business, and they showed Dominique why they're one of the best teams in the area. Caught, touchdown.
These boys are in shape, these boys are strong, and they definitely are playing some quality football here this season.
He's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. Jacob Ernest. Woo.
We welcome you into Art-Wright Stadium. This is week number 7 of the Ohio High School Athletic Association football season. And tonight we've got a great one for you on WCTV. It is the Battle of the Unbeatens in the National Conference of the Suburban League. Number 10, Wadsworth, and number 7, Nordonia, both sit atop the conference with identical 6-0 records. And the Grizzlies have won 9 straight conference games. The Grizzlies currently in Division II, Region 5, they are ranked number 6. Hudson Division II, Region 5, they are ranked number 2, and the Grizzlies number 5 in Region 6. Hello again, Mike Elkins along with my partner, Robert Rickenbacker, and once again, welcome to another production of Grizzly Football here on WCTV. And the Knights' path to tonight's game includes victories, Robert, over Bedford, Berea, Mid-Park, Mayfield, Solon, North Royalton, and Twinsburg. Now, the Knights' opponents, they've got a combined record of 12 wins and 23 losses. Now, for the Grizzlies, their path to Week 7 includes victories over Barberton, New Albany, Medina, Twinsburg, Brecksville, and last week an overtime victory over Hudson. We're going to take a timeout as we pay honor to our nation with our national anthem. Schedule, Robert, for 6 games. Their opponents have a combined record of 11 wins and 25 losses. Now, quickly, the Nordonia Knights are averaging just over 41 points a ball game, allowing 12.5. For the Grizzlies, they're putting up nearly 45 points a ball game while only allowing 11 points a ball game.
As you see those stats there, Mike, I don't think Nordonia's seen a defense like the Wadsworth Grizzlies tonight. The Wadsworth Grizzlies defense has been dominant all year long. Granted, just as you noted, we haven't played too many people that are good, other than Hudson. Hudson's a quality team without question. But of all the other opponents, you kind of wonder where you're at. We're going to see tonight 2 undefeated teams who have been putting up big points. We'll see who has it tonight. Really, it's going to be a great game, a great night. Weather-wise, better than we had last week, Mike. Last week was in the victory in overtime, beating Hudson. It was rained all night. it wasn't just the rain, it was the wind that blew from left to right, north to south, depending when it was. So it really affected the game. Didn't go the Grizzlies' way a lot of times, but they found a way to win last week.
Yeah, they played a stellar first half. If you recall the numbers from last week, Robert, allowing Hudson only 28 offensive yards in the first half.
Absolutely. On the night, they only gave up 206 total yards to Hudson. Now, Hudson did come back in the second half a little bit, but still the defense was there every time you needed it, and even in the overtime. I mean, which ended with Carlos Inostroza knocking down that pass, getting there, maybe got a little there early, but hey, saving the victory for the Grizzlies last week. It was a great defensive game by none other than Gavin Madigan. 17 tackles last week and 1 interception. Oh, by the way, he threw in 21 carries for 70 yards and 1 catch and a 2-point conversion as well. Man of many talents, one Gavin Madigan is. But we look forward to a great game here tonight, Mike. Well-coached Nordonia Knights. Always, Coach Fox always has his program ready to roll. And all the returning starters are back. They're loaded. Yeah,
these are 2 hard-hitting, relentless defenses. These are 2 teams that are battling for first place in the National Conference of the Suburban League. One team, we've already talked about it, the Grizzlies. They were tested last week against the Explorers. Now, Nordonia, this is the first test of the year for them, and it'll be interesting to see when things start to get crazy in the trenches, how they're going to respond.
Right, yeah, I said it last week, too. Grizzlies going to punch them in the mouth this time, like Hudson punched us last week in the mouth. It's how you're going to respond. And it's, so far for Nordonia, it's been easy sailing all season long. They had one game that was relatively close, but no one really knows why. Berea only had 1 win on the season. But Grizzlies did respond to that adversity last week. Bad weather. Special teams wasn't the greatest last week. Offense didn't click when they needed to. Hudson was a good program. I mean, great program, great team, right down to the wire. We got tested. And Coach Todd, we spoke to him briefly after the game last week. He was glad for that test. The kids were glad for that test. They want to be tested. They want to get better. And that's how you do it on Friday nights.
Yeah, you think you walk away with a win and you're happy with it, and certainly the Grizzlies were happy last week with getting out of there with a 21-14 win in overtime, but they were not happy, as you had mentioned, with the inconsistencies that occurred throughout the football game. So that they focused on cleaning all of those things up, the special teams, the field goal unit, the extra point team, and just executing their part of the football game, because this is going to be a physical game tonight. If Wadsworth is to go 7-0, if Nordonia is to go 7-0, it's the team that's most physical in the trenches will win this football game.
Absolutely, and we know, you've seen the Nordonia Knights there on your screen, Nordonia's big offensive line. I mean, their left side of their line is averaging 255 pounds on the left side alone.
Yeah, you got DK Liverpool, the left tackle, number 75. He's at 6'4", 240 pounds. Left guard, number 74, Gabe Hart, a senior, 6'3", 270 pounds. And the center, Grant Lefeld, 6'2", 250 pounds.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and this is a running program here, and we're going to see they're very balanced running program. We're going to see a little triple option in some places, and you got to think they're going to be up behind the left side of that line and running there.
So you saw Jeff Fox leading his Nordonia Knights, and boy, Nordonia looking for a little bit of revenge as the Grizzlies went into Nordonia last week and shocked the Knights as the Grizzlies gather under the Grizzly Bear in the south end zone. It is homecoming at Art Wright, and we are just about set. You could feel the excitement here, Robert, as the Grizzlies take the field just moments away from kickoff.
Coming out in their black and red jerseys. Nice look.
Yeah, this is a football team that has worked hard all week on the practice field, but not only just on the practice field, they're taking time out between classes, or if they've got a study hall maybe, they're going in, they're looking at more film of Nordonia.
And trying to just get a mental edge, some kind of tendency, something they see that, hey, all of a sudden in the middle of the game, they remember, it's natural to them. Hey, I'm reacting this way because this is what I see.
We've got a great running back in Gavin Madigan, right? The junior running back. Well, we're going to see another good running back here tonight for Nordonia Knights, and that is number 25, the 6', 185-pound senior Rocco De Lorenzo. He is a workhorse for this offense. for the Nordonia Knights.
He's coming in on the year, 84 carries for 493 yards, almost 6.6 yard average, 82 yards a game, 7 touchdowns. Yeah, they distribute the ball very well. And then the quarterback is not afraid. Chesser is not afraid to run the ball at all. Carried it 64 times on the year so far, almost a 6 yard average as well, averaging over 60 yards a game, 10 touchdowns rushing the ball. So.
Yeah, Chesser reminds you a little bit of like a Danny Stoddard from Medina. That's kind of what he's compared to. But you're going to see a lot of RPO in this Knights offense here tonight. So that might make Wadsworth fans think about Will Stack. He was so good at that last year.
Yes.
There's Justin Todd, his 9th season, 64-31. And he's got this Grizzly team ready to go. Nordonia did win the coin toss. They deferred, and Wadsworth will receive the opening kickoff here at Art Wright Stadium.
I'm seeing a good picture of freshman Bryson Hall, number 16. A young man who does not play like a freshman. You can see his stats there. He's 70 of 104, over 1,000 yards already. Very calm.
Carlos Inestroza back deep for the Grizzlies. I believe that is also Frank McNeil on the near side.
Here we go. Battle of the Unbeatens.
Getting things underway here for Nordonia. The kicker, number 42, Riley Edgehouse. Nice crowd on hand for this homecoming game, week number 7. And we are underway at Art Wright. Inestroza at the 5.
Makes one Knight miss, tackled after he gets near the 22-yard line.
Now they're going to get him forward progress, Robert, I believe, to the 23-yard line. So we'll get our first look here at Bryson Hall following just a tremendous overtime drive. That drive started out 1st and 10. We had at the 20. We had a holding penalty that moves us back 10 yards, and then he hits none other than Calix Lemp.
Calix Lemp for the touchdown. And we asked Bryson after the game, tell us about the play. He goes, that's something we run every day, multiple times in practice. There was nothing unusual about it. Bryson looking to throw right now. Catches. McNeil catches at number 4. Breaks it. Almost breaks the tackle. He's going to pick up close to 8-9 yards on that first play from scrimmage.
Yeah, there's a big cushion out there in that far edge for Frank McNeil. And again, you'll see a lot of this from Justin Todd's offense, allowing his edge receivers to use their athleticism.
As you see at the bottom of the screen here, number 4 for the Grizzlies on offense is Luke Maddox, and they've given him a 9-yard cushion right off the start right there.
So McNeil comes off the field shaken up after his 10th reception of the season.
Jets sweep back to Lemp. Well corralled by the Knights.
Yeah, nice job and nice discipline by that Knights defense to not go for the initial play action on the inside and then the counter to the near side. So, we talk about a big defensive line. How about number 99, Jordan Jackson, 6'3", 250-pound nose for the Knights.
Wise and Ernest both in at the top of the screen. Throws off to, I think it's Ernest, who's met and looks like he just gets the first down with that second effort he had.
Yeah, that's Zach Wise on the reception. And it's going to be tough, folks, to see number 5 and 6 with these black jerseys and red numbers here tonight. So we're going to ask for your forgiveness early on.
And they're so similar, 220 pounds Zach Wise to Ernest, which is 225. They're both similar in stature.
So speaking of Jacob Ernest, he'll come to the near side now in the middle receiver. 1st and 10 now for Wadsworth.
Hall looking to throw. Throws quickly off to the left. Lemp has it. Stutter steps. Picks up the first down before he's tackled.
Well, it would have been easy for the junior Calix Lemp to go out of bounds, but he turns it to the inside for another 10 yards on yards after the catch. So Calix Lemp having a tremendous season thus far. That is his 21st reception of the year. Leads this receiving corps with 8 touchdowns.
He was tied for 10th in Grizzly history on touchdowns already. He's got another year yet to go. Madigan with the catch out of the backfield. Nordonia Knights drop him for a loss, and he is not getting up. He is getting up, not getting up. He's holding his...
Looks like his left knee or left leg, and he might have rolled that under him on the tackle as he tried to cut upfield, and hope the junior is able to get back up to his feet. But if he is not, a big loss
on both
potentially on both sides of the football. This is an Ohio kid. Well, as he holds his face mask, and
they're looking at his left leg.
Thanks to Vans Auto Service and Car Pros for being this week's football game sponsor. Their support of the district.
Talk about that offensive line for the Grizzlies, who've done such a great job all year opening up those lanes for Cooper Gray and Gavin Madigan. On the left tackle is Jordan Jones. The left guard is Gabe Ludke. Center Merritt Fortner and Brady O'Connor at right guard, and Eli Kaufman at right tackle.
Yeah, they did an excellent job all year long. Here's the pregame stats here for Gavin Madigan.
Yeah, we talked about Calix Lemp with 8 touchdowns on the season, leading that receiving core. And this is another guy, when you look at 11 touchdowns on the season, both receiving and rushing.
Yeah,
all of those rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, let's hopefully, he looks like he's getting up here. He's walking off on with his own power, with a limp, of course. Let's hopefully he can shake this off.
You know, Gavin might be one of those guys that says, all right, let's get to the sideline. We'll take the shoe off and let's just put some more tape on it and go. But it's good to see that he's walking off under his own power. Well, that will bring up 2nd down and 11, a loss on the play. We looked at the numbers earlier, Robert. Nordonia has got an impressive number of TFLs on the season.
Absolutely. They have 64 tackles for loss, almost double the Grizzlies defense. 64, that's 10 a game they haven't. They got 13 sacks. Cooper Gray with the carry, makes a great spin move, picks up another first down for the Grizzlies, moves the chains after close to a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, Jordan Bird from his outside linebacker position making the stop, but not before a first down run by Cooper Gray.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Cooper Gray with the carry, tries the left side, and he gets hit hard at the line of scrimmage by number 6.
That's Connor Watham. Big stick by number 6.
I'm watching Madigan on the sidelines. No one's attending to him, no doctor. He's walking up and down the sidelines trying to walk it off. Now he's sitting down, and they're going to look like they're pulled a shoe off at the moment. Cooper Gray in the pistol behind Hall. Ernest at H-back. Hall looking to throw, and he gets hammered from the backside by number 5. Vince Natali. Loss of 5 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 15 for the Grizzlies.
For Vince Natali, that is his first sack of the season. Natali, a 5'11", 170-pound defensive back senior.
Here comes the pressure. Hall gets rid of it.
Coverage out there by number 11. That is Blake Allen on coverage.
Yeah, Jack McNeil was the intended receiver that brings up 4th and 15. I would think they're going to be punting this way with Hall doing a little pooch punt like he's done the last week. Yep, dropping back. Here comes the pressure again. Punt is up. He gets it away. Taken at the 10. Taken out of bounds after he crosses the 20-yard line.
Danny Hours receiving the punt.
It looks like Ian Kaufman was down there on the tackle as well.
Well, it would be very difficult, you would think, to keep Gavin out of the game. And Coach, you said they were taking off the shoe.
Yep. Last I saw, that's what they're doing. They're down there looking at it now. Let's hope for the best for the young man.
Troy Myers at nose, Bryce Polchek on the left end, Zach Wise on the right end defensively for the Grizzlies.
Chesser rolling right, had pressure, throws deep, had a receiver open, but overthrows him by about 5 yards.
Yeah, there's Bryce Polchek, who leads this Grizzly football team on with sacks, 6 on the season. Take a look at Ben Chesser, 62 of 99 for 729 yards, and he, as we talked about earlier, he loves to tuck it and run.
He hands it off this time right up the middle.
That's De Lorenzo, and the stop is going to be made by the Grizzlies secondary. Looks like Jude Howell on the stop for Wadsworth. 3rd down and 5.
Looks like Ryan Stoops is in there now.
Oh, what a big stick on the inside.
That looked like Bryce Polchek again, number 55.
Right, yeah, you're right. Bryce just comes firing from that defensive end position, and he's so quick and he's got that long reach. Brings up a 4th down and 4, and the Knights will punt. Josh Scholl, I believe.
Grizzlies have 2 back deep, setting up near their 37-yard line. High kick, not very far. Grizzlies going to get away. Oh, wow. Was that McNeil that picked that up on the bounce?
No, that was Reese Simmons.
88.
Yeah.
He wasn't. Last week we made a comment a couple times. It was wet though, where the Grizzlies punt team let the ball bounce and Hudson got to gain another 15, 20 yards on the roll. I think Reese said, not this week.
It looks like they are retaping the left ankle of Gavin Madigan. That's a good sign.
Yeah, it is a good sign.
1st down and 10 now for the Grizzlies from their own 30-yard line.
Cooper Gray checks back in behind Hall. For now, we got 3 receivers to the left with Ernest at H-back, Lemp in the slot in the middle, on the bottom of the screen. Hall looking to throw. He's got pressure, has to roll left. Intended for number 4 for the Grizzlies. Was Luke Maddox.
Yeah, that looked like somewhat of a delayed blitz by the Knights linebackers, and that was the pressure that forced Hall to get rid of that ball early.
So it brings up 2nd and 10 for the Grizzlies. 6:47 left in the first quarter. Beautiful night for football here in Artwright Stadium. Gray with the carry, just gets back to the line of scrimmage and then pushed back.
On the stop there's Jordan Bird of the Knights from his linebacker spot.
Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Grizzlies.
Jordan Bird and Caleb Aiken brought him down. Makes it 3rd down and 10 now for the Grizzlies.
Lemp, Luke Maddox is in. Ernest is checking out. Nostroza, number 9, is in there. Big 3rd and 10 on the Grizzlies' 2nd possession of the night. Hall rolls left immediately. He's got pressure, throws. Nostroza was the intended receiver, incomplete, 4th down. Grizzlies will have to punt.
Yeah, Vince Natali bringing the pressure from his linebacker position for the Knights.
Still on the Wadsworth 30-yard line.
Let's see who is going to punt this away. It looks like Hall will be the punter still. Setting up at their own 40 is going to be, I think, Smutek.
And jumping off sides there, number 33, Carson Fisher. Fisher, the linebacker, a little early on the snap. That'll bring up 4th down and 5, and I believe Wadsworth will still stay in punt formation.
Big number 99, Jackson, there in the middle. He's the nose guard. He's been very destructive on the season so far, coming in with 14 tackles for losses.
Ball fielded at the 34-yard line and quickly covered by that Grizzly punt team.
That looked like a clip in the back, and one of the Grizzlies getting up slow here. That was number 51 for the Grizzlies there, getting up slowly, and that was Jordan Jones.
Gabe Ludke on the stop for Wadsworth on that Knights punt return. Well, the Knights will take over. 1st and 10, ball placed at the 40-yard line. 5:51 remaining here in the opening quarter at Arkwright Stadium. The Knights at 6-0, the Grizzlies at 6-0.
Tommy Hahn, Luke Maddox is in there in the secondary. Stoops, Lemp. Ball's on the ground.
Now making the initial hit on that play was big number 5, Zach Wise.
Number 1, Sean Kincaid was in there as well.
Zach comes down, Robert, quickly out of that defensive end and just knifes right through the line. It makes initial contact. Yeah, he in earnest. Big time play.
Chester looking to throw. He's got pressure. Inestroza almost sacked him. And he finally goes down near the line of scrimmage.
I think we're going to give Jacob Ernest credit on half a sack there.
I think
also there was Polchek.
Yep, absolutely. Young man had a great week last week as well.
Well, that'll be the 5th TFL for Jacob Ernest this season. 3rd down and 12 now for the Knights.
Chester looking to throw. He's running now. And he gets nowhere. He's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll bring up 4th and 12. Grizzlies defense once again being very dominant.
Yeah, no question. They are really doing a great job of stuffing the run on the inside and then bringing pressure when we've got Chester dropping back to pass, pressure from the edge.
Punts away. It's a good punt. Takes a good Grizzly bounce down near the 28-yard line. The Grizzlies will start their 3rd possession. Let's see if the Grizzlies offense can get something going here. Gavin Madigan still on the sideline here. He's got his shoe back on. He is still quite favoring his left a great deal. So it's 4th and 9. 4 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first quarter.
Sometimes when you got that ankle that's been rewrapped, you got to work it a little bit and get that tape flexing just a little bit. We'll see how he continues to work that on the sideline. Here we go, 4:09 remaining, first quarter, 1st and 10 now for the Grizzlies.
Hall looking to throw. Caught by McNeil, number 14, after it looks like about a 5-yard gain. And you can see the Knights are going to bring pressure a lot here. So I'm sure Coach Todd's going to make some adjustments, try to get the ball out of Hall's hand quickly when he's passing it. Right now you got Luke Maddox at the bottom of the screen, number 4.
Well, this is a good down and distance to go for the Grizzlies. 2nd down and 4. Good gain after 6 on 1st down.
Lemp in motion. Hall has time, throws deep. Intended and caught by Luke Maddox. Number 4 reaches up and brings it in.
Now for Luke Maddox, that's his 8th reception on the season, and what a play.
We got some laundry on the field. It looks like it may be a little pass interference. Holding, trying to hold Luke Maddox. He was trying to break away, and I think they said, well, better give up a penalty than a touchdown.
Well, what about the focus by Luke Maddox to haul that pass in, as we'll take another look at it. And Bryson Hall staying in the pocket, facing pressure, lets it go, and a great throw to find Luke Maddox. Ball at the 29-yard line of the Knights.
Excellent reception. Lemp in motion, fake the jet sweep to him. Hall's thrown over the middle. Intended for Luke Maddox. He just stumbled. He was wide open. He just stumbled. Incomplete.
Now Bryson Hall, the freshman, standing in there against big number 99 to 6'3", 250-pound Jordan Jackson, who was bringing the pressure. Now he's a senior. Bryson Hall is only 5'11", 180, a freshman.
They're definitely bringing the heat. And what we haven't seen anyone get in through the Grizzlies offense so far, line like they have so far, like they are now. 2nd and 10. Hall throws quickly off to the right. Looks like McNeil with the catch. It looks close to the down marker. He looks like he's been just shy.
Yeah, he may be just half a yard shy.
Some good blocking out there by his fellow receivers.
You know, as this game goes on, it's going to be important, right, that we hold on to the football. We talked about this is going to be a slugfest, a lot of physicality and hard hits, so you've got to hold on to the football.
He's going to bring up a 3rd down and a short 1. Gray behind Hall. 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Ernest is H-back. Over the middle. Pass intended for McNeil.
Yeah, pass was intended for McNeil, and couldn't get a jersey number on the coverage. It looked like maybe Blake Allen. Number 11, the 6'1", 170 senior.
Brings up 4th and 1. No doubt Coach Todd's going for it. We are on the ball is on the 20.
It would be a 37-yard attempt, field goal attempt.
You can see the offensive lineman there for Wadsworth, Jordan Jones, O'Connor.
I got to wonder if you're going to run left side here, and Coach is going to call timeout, but you got Jacob Ernest on the wide side of the field. Would you run left side and try and get Cooper Gray on the edge? Because once he gets upfield, he's pretty hard to catch.
Yeah, the key is getting him to the outside. That's
key.
Very key.
Yep, so you got to seal everyone to the inside if you're Wadsworth.
Absolutely. So, yeah, it's interesting. We do know the Knights have 2 good varied corners, good coverage corners. It's a matter of, can we run them off and get that corner, like you're saying. Cooper Gray has blazing speed once he gets to the outside.
Well, Robert, we have great weather here tonight. Last week we had a lot of rain, a lot of wind, and it really affected our technology up here in the booth at Arkwright Stadium. So many thanks to John Bernard, who's worked his magic. And for those of you that are joining us on Watch WCTV on YouTube, we hope you're enjoying all of the images that WCTV and their crew are bringing you here tonight at Arkwright at this homecoming football game.
Yep. If you are watching on YouTube, like us, subscribe, help us grow, help the community. Public Community TV.
Here we go, 4th down and 1 now from the Knights' 20-yard line.
Ernest in motion, left to right. Gray with the carry, right up the middle. He looks like with a second effort, breaks free of a would-be tackle at the line of scrimmage and picks up the 1st down.
Well, you got Merritt Fortner, Brady O'Connor, Eli Kaufman, and big Jacob Ernest on that side.
Hey, I don't think that was Cooper Gray. Was that number 35 that carried that for the Grizzlies? Bowden Bollinger.
Yeah, that would have been Bollinger.
Gray is just checking back in. I did not pick up on that. Sorry, folks. Gray with the carry this time. Now bounces to the right. Has some running room. Down near the 2-yard line. Picks up another 1st down.
Now, Cooper Gray is 170 pounds at 5'11", and he's playing much bigger than that right now as Gavin Madigan remains on the sideline.
Yep, a.k.a. Lightning.
Yes. Folks, you can't have lightning without thunder.
Quarterback Hall is split out wide left, way to the bottom of the screen. Who's in at quarterback? Wise at quarterback.
Up
Touchdown, Grizzlies. Now, Wise was a quarterback for many years here. Right up the middle.
Now there's a little wrinkle in the Justin Todd offense as Wadsworth out to a 6-0 lead with 1:28 left here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, Wise is a 220-pound running back. You don't see that too often. Now, Gavin Madigan's close to that. But
here you'll see the push on the right side of the line. What a great block by Eli Kaufman.
Yes, he turned his defender, open the alley, and right in he goes.
Yeah, he's turning Matt Krause to the inside. The defensive lineman of the Knights, Krause at 6'1", 205. PAT is no good.
It is blocked. Pressure came in. Grizzlies do lead 6-0. That kind of ominous from last week was the 6-0 lead the Grizzlies had. But with 1:28 to go in the first quarter, Grizzlies get on the scoreboard.
Now let's take another look at this. Right side of this line that comes through right up the middle.
Yeah, they had
it looks
two
like
of them.
Number 11 there on the block, and that is Blake Allen.
So, Coach.
Yeah, it looked like the snap was good, the hold was good. Just Blake Allen just blowing through that line and getting a big block for the Knights.
Coach Fox, been, I think, is this 13th season over at Nordonia. He has a couple NFL players under his belt that he's coached. Some of the around here we may have heard of. One Denzel Ward.
Denzel Ward, yeah. And there's Kareem Hunt.
From Warrensville South, I think was. Willoughby South it was. And when he coached there. Now, Coach Todd may have one here in the future if some luck falls and healthiness and luck. We may see one Mitchell Evans one day in the bigs, if you will. Kick is deep. Taken at the 2. Is it a little trickery on the hand kickoff? But does only get them to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's Kylan Osby. Osby on the return, I beg your pardon. So that'll bring up a 1st and 10 now, the third drive of this football game for the Nordonia Knights. And hats off to this defense. They've done a great job with, containing Ben Chesser and Rocco De Lorenzo.
And when Chesser drops back to pass, he's got pressure all the time. Someone's in his face every time.
So Troy Myers at the nose, the unsung hero of this defense, in my opinion. Polchek to the left side, Zach Wise to the right. 2
receivers each side, hand off to De Lorenzo. Nothing doing. The Grizzlies' right side of their defense just stops them at the line.
Now Jacob Ernest and Zach Wise in there initially, and we talked about how important it is to win this battle in the trenches, and right now the Grizzlies seem to have that advantage as we're up at around a minute remaining here in the opening quarter.
Hand off to Lorenzo. Gets knocked out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain.
Lorenzo used primarily, he'll run between the tackles most of the time. He can get outside and he's got a burst of speed when he can get there, but usually it's Chesser around the edge.
Looks like Kuntz is in there now, number 2, Liam Kuntz. Chesser rolls left, throws. Intended receiver was well covered.
Pass was intended for Owen Smotek. Look at the Wadsworth community turning out for this homecoming game against the Knights. Great support for this undefeated Grizzly football team. And not to mention the Knights fans that have turned out across the way.
Yes. Trips to the bottom of the screen.
Both these teams travel very well.
Pooch punt. No one back deep for the Grizzlies. The ball is going to roll down near the 30-yard line, so the Grizzlies will take over for their 4th possession, starting from the 30 with 18 seconds left in the quarter.
Now, we talked earlier about how good is this Wadsworth Grizzly defense. This might be one of the better defensive teams in, shall I say, a decade?
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very talented across the board. There's just not one superstar. You have Ernest, you have Wise, you have Troy Myers, you have Kincaid. And that's just in the front.
Yeah.
And then you got Madigan.
You got Madigan and Lemp back there. And Jude Hollow, the freshman, who's had a tremendous season thus far.
You can't forget Bollinger, a sophomore, a linebacker. I mean, he's...
Yeah, and how can we... Yeah, Bryce Polchak.
How can we forget him? Excellent defense all the way across. Great depth. Hall keeps it. Picks up a short 2 or 3 yards.
54 on the stop there for the Knights. That is Kyle Nealon.
And that will do it probably for the first quarter. Grizzlies are leading 6-0 over the Nordonia Knights. Let's see if we can continue and get a nice drive here. Get down there and put some more points on the board.
Robert, let's talk a little bit. Let's go back a week and talk about our players of the week from last week. Offense and defense.
Absolutely. Player of the week the offensive skill, Jacob, a.k.a. Hands Ernest. That young man caught 3 passes for 75 yards, but 2 of them were big game time plays. I mean, over the shoulder, look it in, great catches from Hall. Offensive line, Gabe Lucky was the big skill player, the offensive line big skill player. I mean, not skill, big lineman of the week. JV were Noah Reese and Carter Raymond. Defensively, Gavin Madigan, again, had a stellar 17 tackles, an interception. Great night. Troy Myers, excellent job. As you see a picture of Coach Todd here.
You know, his wheels are spinning here. Like, you know, look, we got.
There we go. All lit up.
It's Halloween, right?
Pumpkins, yep. Yeah, to finish that, JV Special Players of the Week, defensively Grady Hughes, Jaden Gross. Special Teams Player of the Week was Bryce Polchak. Excellent job, guys. Excellent week last week. So here we go. Starting the second quarter, second down, 6 yards to go. Grizzly on the 34-yard line.
You know, coming out of the timeout, you get Jacob Ernest the football. We haven't had a pass thrown his way yet today. We just talked about the 3 catches he had last week against Hudson. He is located on the left side, I believe, on the inside receiver.
Hall drops back, Scott pressure, has to roll left. Intended receiver goes in and out of their hands at the sticks. That would have been a first down. That was Lemp on the intended receiver. So it brings up 3rd and 6. Hall doing a good job keeping his composure, under pressure, and sliding left, finding the receiver quickly.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. He's quickly going through his progression, and then when needed, he's finding that safety valve, that safety receiver. In that case, it was Lemp in the flat.
Gray behind Hall. McNeil at the bottom of the screen is a receiver. Lemp is in the slot. Maddox at number 4 at the top of the screen. Ernest at H-back. Whistle. And we have a timeout, Grizzlies.
For the snap, timeout, Grizzlies.
So Coach Todd didn't like something. Resets it. Grizzlies are down to 1 timeout left and a half.
So we had Vans Tire Pro, who were the football game sponsor, and they were handing out the terrible, we'll call it the terrible towel. No, we can't call it the terrible towel.
No.
Yeah.
That's beautiful colors. Terrible towels, very ugly, very ugly.
The Grizzly towel.
The Grizzly towel. Vans Tire Pros, great sponsor of the Grizzlies program.
And again, if you're watching on WCTV local cable, or if you're watching on Watch WCTV, go to YouTube and like the WCTV channel and subscribe. You can subscribe and grow the support. John Bernard and Joanna Perino do an outstanding job with all programming here on WCTV.
CityLink Channel 60 and Spectrum Channel 10.
Abe and Joanna up top. Or is that Aiden? That's Abe, I believe. There's Abe.
To the left there.
3rd down and 6.
Here we go. Hall looking to throw. Tuck pulls it down. And sacked.
On the sack is number 55, Ben Ballas, 6'5", 220-pound senior.
And the Grizzlies definitely feeling the heat. They bring a lot of pressure.
That is Bolas's 3rd sack of the season.
Number 9 for the Knights is back down, back deep. Ours setting up near the 37-yard line.
And Robert, that is the 14th team sack for the Knights for the season.
Incredible pressure. Hall with the punt. Nice punt over the head of ours. It hits and bounces, picked up near the 21-yard line.
Jacob Ernest on the stop.
Nice job, Ernest. Gets rid of the Knight blocker, makes the tackle.
On the return.
Yeah, that's a big-time open field tackle. It won't show up in the stats, but
Brought him down.
that keeps the Knights offense in check. I think they're going to place the ball at the 29-yard line.
29-yard line.
About a 13-yard return.
And the Knights haven't got anything going on offense because of the great Wadsworth defense here that we're seeing this season. See if the defense can keep this to 3 and out.
And again, Wadsworth looking to be physical and very quick and off the ball, shoot the gaps, and get into the backfield and create some chaos and disruption.
Chester keeps it around left end. Tackled by number 1. Was it number 1? No, it's Lemp with the tackle.
Ben Chesser on the keeper play.
Picks up near 6 yards on first down.
Felix Lemp.
Yeah, you're right. He got around the corner quickly.
It's a second down now and 3 for Nordonia.
Go down in distance now for Nordonia, 2nd and 3.
Big run up the middle. Knights pick up the first down plus 5 more.
Well, this 4th drive, the Knights have come out with a little bit more energy than we've seen the first 3 drives of the football game.
Rocco Di Lorenzo, the ball carrier.
So we talked about it, a heavyweight bout. Here
Knights
we go.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Number 33 in at H-back for the Knights. Chester keeps it, rolls right. He's got pressure, throws, caught. Keeps his feet in bounds is number 19, I think it is.
Yeah, that's Sam Collins.
Nice job getting his feet in bounds, ensuring the catch.
Pass caught by Sam Collins.
Collins with his 9th reception of the season.
2nd and 3 for Nordonia.
Searcy is number 33 in an H-back. Chester rolls left, then drops back. Open over the middle and tackled quickly by, is it number
21?
Or is that 11 there? I can't quite tell.
Yeah.
No, that can't be. It was number 21.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Jude Holler on the stop.
From the Grizzly 40-yard line.
Does move the chains. De Lorenzo with the carry right up the middle. Picks up close to 5 yards on first down. He did move the pile after contact. That definitely unusual to see that.
With the ball on the Grizzly 35-yard line.
Lorenzo with the carry. Breaks 1 tackle. Gets enough for a first down. Chains will move.
Sean Kincaid on the stop for the Grizzlies there. And this Knights offense now working in rhythm.
Yep.
Sean Kincaid brought him down. Makes a 2nd down and 5.
2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Chester keeps it around then. Has a lot of day room. Grass, touchdown, Knights. No penalty flags. Wow. He turned that corner and no one was there. The Knights answer.
Well, the left side of that Knights offense does a really good job of sealing the Grizzly defense to the inside. They bite to the inside, and then Chester just rolls out. And we talked about this where he's going to get outside the tackles. That's his primary run route, right?
Yep.
And where...
Exactly what you saw on that play right there.
PAT.
Blocked.
Wow.
6-6. A big block by the Grizzlies special teams unit.
I'll take a look and see if the hold is good. Snap is good. Hold gets down, and the block is by
someone off the right side.
It's Calix Lemp.
Lemp with the block.
Great camera work by the WCTV crew. Plant foot is down, and Lemp comes in and able to get a paw on it. Block PAT attempt tied at 6.
Check out the new styles and the new stock tonight and get a free seat cushion with a $20 purchase. And if you're hungry, fans, visit the Grizzly Marching Band concession stand.
So you've given up a touchdown here. Your offense has had a time, to catch their breath, and Nordonia really came out. And just really what they did was they took it to this Wadsworth D.
Absolutely. The whole different offensive philosophy there. You saw that. They came out and got in rhythm, and it was a whole different offense at that point in time. They just spread it around, misdirection. You got that touchdown was misdirection. Everyone went to the right. Quarterback kept it and came around left.
Yeah, and sometimes you get caught with your eyes peeking into the backfield, and you can get in trouble by doing that.
Assignment football. Worry about your gap, your assignment, and do that. Stay home. That's tough. That's not easy to do sometimes. 9:12 left in the second quarter. The Knights going to get ready to kick this off.
Riley Edgehouse to kick off for the Knights.
We have McNeil and Innes throws it back.
Onside.
Onside kick. The Knights recover it. Knights, Coach Fox, roll the dice. Good replay of it.
And it was Edgehouse who recovered it. How about that? Yeah, a smart play.
Great play, great execution.
Junior kicker and just tops the football. And as you see on screen, he's just following it, turns his back as our producer just let us know, and falls right on it. 1st and 10 for the Knights in Grizzly territory at the 49-yard line.
Hand off to Lorenzo, up the middle. Ball comes out.
Ball's out.
And there goes
Zach Wise.
Zach Wise cuts back, tripped up at the 2. No penalty flags. That will be the Grizzlies' ball unless some remarkable reversal happens. And we did see some last week. It was some wild game last week, but excellent job. Let's see if we can see any of this back happen.
Ball was
here.
picked up at about the 44-yard line, and they strip it from De Lorenzo.
Yeah, their
it's
ball
on
is
the
out.
turf, and it's picked up. Zach Wise says, I'll pick it up, and I'll take it to nearly pay dirt. Ball placed on the 2-yard line. Good block downfield, almost a push in the back.
Troy Myers.
Yep.
Excellent job getting down there, trying to block for your teammate.
1st and goal now from the 2 for the Grizzlies, looking to take the lead.
Big opportunity.
What a swing
The defense.
of momentum.
The defense coming back. Hey, you scored on us, and not going to happen again. Strips the ball. Wise. I ran out of steam watching him get there.
What about the somersault into the end zone? Impressive by the young man. Zach Wise listed at 5'11", 220. That is a load.
Hall calling for the ball. Gray with it around left edge. Touchdown, Grizzlies. That's the way to answer. Defense comes out with a great, hey, Nordonia had all the momentum, tried the onside kick, got the onside kick, and the Grizzly defense really stepped up. Huge play there. Now we're going to go for 2.
Yeah, I think you go for 2 here at this situation, but what a swing of emotions. Nordonia with the surprise onside kick. They recover it. They're looking to take the lead. The very next play, turnover. And what's really huge in this football game is, can you take advantage of those turnovers?
Absolutely. And last week we could not against Hudson.
Yes.
We had several advantages the defense gave our offense, and Hudson was a very good defense last week and shut us down a couple times.
Look down on the sideline. I see Gavin Madigan sitting on the bench, helmet off, still looking at that left foot. Here we go. 2-point conversion now for the Grizzlies.
Gray left of Hall. Gray with the carry. He's at the 1, trying to fight to get in. He's pushed back, will not get the 2-point conversion. The Knights do a good job corralling him. So Grizzlies lead 12-6 with 8:50 left in the half.
Let's take another look at this Grizzly defense as swarms around De Lorenzo. And we've talked about how he likes to go between the tackles, and he stood up there by Troy Myers, and the ball stripped from the inside. And Zach Wise picks it up. Let's take another look at it. Is he down? Does his knee touch the ground before the ball comes out? And it's hard to tell where the ball comes out.
The ref is right in front of that area.
Yeah, so we can't see from the other angle whether or not that ball started to come loose before that knee was down. In high school, no instant replay, and the Grizzlies take advantage, and they are up by 6. And here's Cooper Gray off the left edge, and a nice job on that left edge by big number 51.
Jordan
Yep.
Jones, number 51. That offensive line working hard here again. Jordan Jones, Brady O'Connor, Merritt Fortner at center, Gabe Lucky at guard, and Eli Kaufman. Kick is away. Hit, bounces, goes through the end zone. The Knights will take over on the 20. So let's see what kind of motion, energy the Knights offense has now after that turn of events.
Yeah, that'll take a lot of air out of your sails. But, you know, we talk about two football teams that are 6-0. Wadsworth, obviously, we've already talked about it. They were tested last week against Hudson. This is the first test for the Knights. How will they respond after that change of possession and that emotional roller coaster ride over 2 plays?
They are over 2 plays, but, you know, they were getting dominated offensively, and they did turn the tide. They did right this ship and scored quickly, got the momentum, and the Grizzly defense once again did a stellar job stripping that ball out.
Yeah, they got a little bit.
Luke Maddox checking in.
Wishbone look in the backfield, but 2 backs in the backfield now for the Knights.
Chester keeps it, and he's taken down as he just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That is a well-disciplined defensive line right there. I don't know if we could see that play again, but we talked about staying in your gaps, you know, playing your responsibility, and that's exactly what that defensive line of the Grizzlies did on that play. Brings up a 2nd down and 10 now for the Knights.
You got 2 receivers to each side of the field. Lorenzo in the backfield. Chester looking to throws off to number 3, and immediately number 13 for the Grizzlies, Tommy Hahn, comes up and makes the tackle.
Yeah, we haven't called his number yet tonight, but a big open field tackle by Tommy Hahn.
No gain, brings up 3rd and 10. Chester rolls right, throws, incomplete, intended for number, can't quite tell if that was intended for number 18. But brings up 4th and 10, and will force the Knights to punt.
Intended receiver there was number 17, Brendan Shattuck. And what a defensive stand here, shutting down this Knights offense.
With 2 Grizzlies back at the 50-yard line.
Frank McNeil and Reese Simmons back.
Kick is away. Takes a bounce right to McNeil. Straight up the middle. Grizzlies will take over on the Knights' 45-yard line.
Yeah, this is the best field starting position for the Grizzlies in the football game. They'll place the ball at the 44-yard line.
Ball is on the Nordonia 44-yard line. 7:42.
7:42 left in the half. Grizzlies in great shape here. 1 timeout left. Cooper Gray in the pistol. Ernest at H-back currently. 2 receivers top of the screen. 1 at the bottom. Ernest in motion. Cooper Gray with the handoff. Just gets to the line of scrimmage and tossed down.
Cooper Gray, the ball carrier.
Coming up on the bottom of that pile is Caleb Aiken, the linebacker for the Knights, making the stop.
For the Grizzlies. It's 2nd and 8 on the 43.
They gave him 2 yards on that. That was somewhat generous, wouldn't you think, Mike? It was hard fought for sure.
I believe they were 2 hard-earned yards. Jordan Bird on the near side off the edge in his linebacker position, right up on the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the pressure. Hall drops back, throws. Intended for Tommy Hahn, and number 11 just gets there and deflects it just in time.
Yeah, Blake Allen on the coverage there for the Knights, who's had a pretty good football game defensively.
Brings up 3rd. 8 yards to go. Wise checks in. Lemp checks out. You got Ernest and Wise at the top of the screen. It's both the inside receivers in that trip formation, with Reese Simmons, number 88, at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, those are not your stereotypical receivers. They're more like tight ends or fullbacks.
Yep, and you wonder if there's going to be a little screen to, Ernest. That's what it looks like. Now he's going to go deep, though. Intended, almost caught. No penalty flags. So they'll bring up 4th down for the Grizzlies.
Pass was intended for Maddox.
It's a fourth down and 8 now for the Grizzlies.
Good coverage there on the play for the Knights, and
On the 43-yard line.
would have been a great reception by Maddox if he could come down with it.
Currently, the Grizzlies are showing that they're going to go for it.
R.J. Jefferson on the coverage.
Yep.
No, I would kick it away
Hall,
here.
Yep, Hall's sliding back to Pooch punt it. Kick is up and away. Great
Well
kick.
done.
Does it go out of bounds before it goes in the end zone?
Touchback.
Touchback. Great effort there. Almost got the coffin corner, as Ray Guy used to call it.
One of the greatest punters in the NFL.
I believe, wasn't he the first punter that entered the Hall of Fame? I think he did enter the Hall of Fame, did he not?
20-yard line, 6 minutes, 36 seconds.
The Wadsworth Grizzly mascot Elijah.
Elijah making friends with the student body here tonight at Art Wright. Grizzlies lead at 12-6. Elijah's a happy Grizzly right now.
Must be black out because all the students look like they're dressed in black tonight. That's what the student section looks like.
1st and 10 now for the Knights on the 20-yard line.
Chester keeps it right up the middle. Tackled after he gains about 14 yards on first down.
Troy Myers on the tackle. Stoops also there on the stop for the Grizzly defense. Big pickup on 1st down for the Knights.
Chester keeps it again, tries the other side of the line this time. Short 4 or 5 yard pickup.
But that seems to be a play consistently that works for the Knights, is Chester just keeping the ball.
Chester coming in on the night had, what did he have rushing? He definitely had a decent amount of carries. I had that earlier. I lost it somewhere.
Yeah, he was actually the second leading rusher on this football team. 64 carries for 383 yards coming into tonight's ball game.
Near 6 yard average. Actually, all their running backs had almost average 6 yards a carry across the board, evenly. Brings up 1st and 10, ball on the 46.
Here comes that Knights offense.
Chester dropping it back to throw. Oh, a little hook and ladder.
On the reception there was number 9, Danny Hours. And he will pitch it back to, I believe that was Jordan Bird, or was that number 3? That was Kylan Osby.
Well executed hook and ladder.
Coach Fox bringing out the bag of tricks here tonight against the Grizzlies.
Chester rolling left. He's got pressure. Down he goes. He's going to go down for close to 8-9 yard loss.
Now Bryce Polchek.
Troy Myers
and Troy
there.
Myers there, and Polchek. What a big play by Myers and Polchek. A huge loss of 9 on the play. We got a false start on the Knights.
Yep.
It'll back them up another 5. It'll be 2nd down in 24.
A very clean game for the most part, penalty-wise so far tonight, both sides. Yes, they've been penalized here, but yeah, not a good sight here on the sidelines here as we see Gavin Madigan has crutches at this moment.
Ball carriers Kylan Osby.
He picks up close to 6-7 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 14.
On the season, the Knights convert 23% of the 3rd down plays, but they're going to convert this one. It'll be a 1st down now for the Knights.
And number 9, Inestroza, saves the touchdown with a good tackle, bringing him down.
Liam Kuntz, the ball carrier. He came in with 33 carries, 227 yards, and almost 7 yards a carry.
Chester looking to throw. Has a receiver to the right open, tackled. Down near the 1 yard line before he's stopped.
Danny Hours on the reception for the Knights, and now it's 2nd down and goal.
Knights quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Got it, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the top. I think it's Kuntz. Nope. Chester keeps it. Quarterback sneak. No signal yet. There it is. There's the signal. The Knights stick it in for 6 points to tie it up, 12 all.
Well, we're going to have to remember that 3rd and 19 play here late in the first half.
Yes. So the very important. They're going to go for 1 point conversion here, not 2. As you see a replay, as the Knights just get lower than the Grizzlies there, and Chester just does enough to get in and score. Snaps back, kick is up. It is good. The Knights take a lead, 13-12 with 3:45 left in the half. Okay. Nordonia Knights.
Yeah, you know it's coming. Tight splits, and they just get, as my partner just said, they get below the defensive line of the Grizzlies and convert.
In just a little bit, just enough to get him across. I mean, that's all he had to do. Snuck across. The Knights take the lead.
No, the Knights responded.
Responded twice now. Very well.
Now we'll see how Wadsworth answers that Knights drive with 3:45 remaining, and a very good football game, as you said.
Excellent.
A very clean football game. If you're just joining us, the Wadsworth Grizzlies lost Gavin Madigan in the first quarter on an injury as Madigan tried to go to the right side to turn it up and was tackled and rolled his ankle on the play, and Madigan has not returned to the football game and looks like he will not return tonight.
Big loss on both sides of the field for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are deep in talent, though. Cooper Gray's doing a great job running the ball currently, and the defense has not yet missed him.
I don't expect Edgehouse to onside kick this one.
Kick is high. It takes a dead bounce, man. It just dies. Inestroza picks it up, gets near the 20-yard line and tossed back down.
Yeah, Blake Allen will throw him down at about the 20-yard line.
Yes. So the Grizzlies take over on the 20. 3:39 and 1 timeout left in the half.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had to use 2 timeouts there in the first quarter.
Inestroza comes up a little gimpy. Zach Wise, number 5, checking in into the huddle. You got Lemp in the middle on the slot on the bottom of the screen. Looking to try to get Ernest going here after some running plays. Gray picks up a good 6-7 yards on first down. That's the way to start the series.
Stop made by Carson Fisher, the 6'4", 225-pound linebacker of the Knights.
Going right behind Ian Kaufman on the right as right tackle, number 66 for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they did a nice job of firing off the ball to that offensive line and created a running space for Cooper.
They give him 8 on that carry. Same thing. This time the Knights bobbled up. Gray bounces it the other direction, and down the sideline he goes. He is just brought down. Touchdown saving tackle by the Knights. Excellent run.
Well, how about Cooper Gray as he shows a little bit of patience behind that big offensive line, then bounces it out to the left side for a big gain.
They tried the same play, was stacked up well. He just bounced it to the left and found a lot of daylight down the left side. Was that Bollinger carrying the ball?
Bowden Bollinger on the carry, and a nice block from the inside.
Giving Gray a little breather after that long run down the sideline. 2:40 on the clock and ticking.
Gabe Lutke with a big block on that play. Big gain on first down for the Grizzlies.
I think that was Bollinger once again. Great leg drive there. Great offensive line push.
Jordan Bird had a chance to make the tackle and he missed. We're going to be first and goal.
First and goal, picks up the first down, does Bollinger. Nice job.
Yeah, Coach down there on the sideline loves the effort that Bollinger is giving this Grizzly offense.
Hall, little option to Gray. Gray makes one night missing, dives in the end zone and scores. Grizzlies respond.
How about the Cooper Gray drive?
A little option there. You don't see that too often for the Grizzlies, but that's one way to widen out and get wide.
Well, let's take a look at the block on the edge here. Right there, I believe it's Jacob Ernest. Just enough of the Knights defender to allow Cooper Gray to sneak into the end zone, and the Grizzlies quickly respond.
We're going to go. We're going for two. Gray to the right of Hall. Two receivers each side. Gray slides out of the backfield. We got Ernest getting the swing pass out of the backfield, then throws to wide open. I cannot tell, was that McNeil number?
That's Reese Simmons on the reception.
Hey, here's a little tricky. Fox can do it. I could do it, Coach Todd says too. Nice job. Nice play call.
We'll take a look at it. We got the guy in motion. I believe that's going to be, is that Lemp or is that?
I believe that was Ernest.
That's Jacob Ernest, and then he finds Reese Simmons in the back of the end zone. Yes, folks, they did work on that this week. I promise you that. What a play call. And the Grizzlies now with a 7-point advantage with 1:59 left here in the first half. What a football game.
Yes, excellent game.
Reese Simmons with a big reception for this Grizzly offense. For Simmons, that is only his 6th catch of the season.
A big catch at that.
Huge catch. And it's huge because we've seen how special teams has really struggled tonight. Even the Knights on their last PAT, that ball really struggled to get over the crossbar as we got 1:59 left here in the opening quarter. It's been a great one here. The battle of the unbeatens, Nordonia and Wadsworth, 7-0. Perhaps the Suburban League National Conference title on the line tonight. The winner controls their own destiny.
Kick is away. He's going to take it at the 2. Still on his feet, passes the 30, taken down finally at the 34-yard line.
Noah Crawley on the stop on special teams for the Grizzlies.
So, hey, Knights have a chance here. 1:51 on the clock. They have all 3 of their timeouts yet. And you can see once they got in rhythm, they can move down the field.
Well, I think if you're Wadsworth, you've really got defensively, you've got to really tell your kids you've got to just take care of your assignment.
Take care of your assignment. Keep it in front of you. Keep your composure. And they're trying to trick their eyes. You know, you get motion going one way and come back the other way with the ball. There you go. We got a good shot of Madigan.
Hopefully those crutches are just precautionary at this point.
Chesser drops back. He's got time. Throws over the middle. Overshoots intended receiver number 18, which was well covered.
Yeah, Stoops on the coverage for the Grizzlies. And it looks like Jude Haller also on the coverage. Brings up a 2nd down and 10 now from the 33-yard line.
Chester keeps it, runs to the right side. He's bottled up after a short gain.
Jacob Ernest coming up off the bottom of that pile. Also Troy Myers.
3rd and 5. Big number 73 for the Grizzlies checking out. The Artwell, John Artwell. We didn't get to see him much last week. I know he's played the last couple weeks past. Good to see him back in there.
Zach Wise now at the nose for the Grizzlies. On the left edge is Troy Myers on the near side. Bryce Polchek at defensive end.
2 running backs in the backfield. Protecting. Chesser throws. Caught. Driven out just before the line of scrimmage. I mean, the line to gain. It will not be a first down.
Tommy Hahn on the coverage for the Grizzlies. And they're going to mark him short. Yes, partner, you are correct. 3rd down and 1. Nope, they're going to give him the first down.
Wow.
Coach Fox talked him into it. I think he did make it, though.
Great effort by the Grizzly defensive back there to come up and make the tackle and try to drive him out of bounds, stop him from the first down marker.
Now, huge drive for the Knights. If you're able to at least get a field goal out of this, you do come out in the second half with the football.
True.
So you want to get your team into scoring position. Obviously, you want the touchdown. 48 seconds remaining as you see it on your TV screen, or
Plenty of time because they got 3 timeouts yet.
or phone or your tablet, whatever you're watching us on WCTV. Watch WCTV.
Like us, subscribe.
The officials not sure exactly what they're talking about here.
Are they thinking about what time was on the clock? Did too much time run off of the clock before it got stopped, I wonder?
Yeah, they're saying add 10 seconds to the clock. Now, Coach Justin Todd wants an explanation, and
Okay, brings up 1st and 10. Ball on the 43. Here we go. Chester drops back, throws. Caught. Nice pass and catch.
Danny Hours on the reception.
Yeah, nice job.
Tommy Hone on the coverage, and hey, why not? You got quick outs. Go ahead and hit 10, 15 yards at a time. Take a few seconds off the clock again. You want to get a score here if you're the Knights.
Chester drops back, throwing again. Has time, plenty of time. Now has to take off and run. He's escorted out at the line of scrimmage.
Sean Kincaid pushing Chester out.
Learned from his earlier mistakes earlier in the season. Remember, he had that personal foul, little extracurricular activity as he knocked one of the defenders out of bounds earlier in the season. But then nice job there. Hand off to number 25. DiLorenzo right up the middle. Picks up the first down. Chains will move once again. The Knights still have all 3 of their timeouts. Haven't used one of them yet. Chester has plenty of time. Goes deep, throws for the end zone. Receiver and defender are out of bounds. Incomplete.
Yeah, the official on that far side had a good view of that.
Great coverage, too. Was that Lemp on coverage?
Danny Hours was the intended receiver. I believe it might have been Tommy Hone over there. 4th down now.
Chester keeps it. Makes one Grizzly miss. Great run. Picks up the first down. Clock down to 12 seconds.
Yeah, with 3 timeouts left. And they'll take one now. You got to wonder if the Knights were trying to gas this Grizzly defense.
Yes. So you got 12 seconds. 2 timeouts.
Yeah, you got time for 2 plays.
2 plays, I believe so.
So I think you're going to go for...
This timeout gives the Grizzlies a chance to regroup too. Catch their breath.
Well, you don't have to worry about getting the ball out of bounds on this play. You can throw something over the middle. You might have a drag over the middle. Look for maybe a middle screen at this point. I know there's 12 seconds left. It's got to be a quick one, though.
Got to be quick, yes. You get exactly right. You get it over the middle, get it quickly, and let the play go. But the timeout, Coach Fox is right there next to the line judge. Hey, timeout, as soon as the play's over.
And the Grizzlies, you can't bite on that. You got to know what's going on in the middle, and the middle is going to be, it looks like Hart is back in the ball game.
John Artwell, number 73 in the middle.
Yep, I beg your pardon, Artwell.
Troy Myers, number 3. And you got Zach Wise at the other end. Looking for some big plays out of the Grizzly defense here to see if they can make a big stand right before halftime.
Grizzly faithful urging on this defense.
Lorenzo right of Chester. Chester throws quickly. Caught. Inbounds. There's your timeout with 5 seconds left in the half.
Well, now you've got to make a decision, Robert.
Yeah,
do you go to the end zone or a field goal?
Field goal or touch, or go for the touchdown. Ball is at the 11.
It looks like he's going to bring on his special teams unit, the field goal unit. Yes, as Riley Edgehouse comes onto the field.
Which we did block one of their extra points earlier. I'm sure the Grizzlies are going to bring all kind of pressure here.
5 seconds remain in the first half.
I wonder if Coach Fox wish he used one of those timeouts earlier to give them a little bit more time to go to the end zone. As we said earlier, The Grizzlies here playing most of the game without Gavin Madigan, who got injured early in the first quarter. Got his left ankle rolled up on. Now, the only thing I would say is I do not see ice on it. You would think he'd be being iced, but he's got no ice on it currently, so maybe this is a good sign. Maybe it's just precaution. Now, lose him for one game, gain him for the rest of the season kind of thought. Here's the field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. The Knights put 3 more on, 20-16. What a first half, Mike.
Now, we're just looking at the numbers coming into this football game. Wadsworth was giving up about 11 points a game, and Nordonia about 12 points per game. Throw that out the window.
Throw it out the window.
And we got 1 second left here in the first half, where your Grizzlies with a 20-16 advantage over the Knights.
Okay.
No onside kick.
It won't be no onside kick, but I'm pretty sure he's going to squib it down.
He's going to squib it, yes.
Squib it down.
So what do you tell your guys at halftime, Robert? Your Wadsworth, you're up 20-16. It's been a slugfest. What are you going to tell Wadsworth?
Defensively, keep doing what you're doing. Offensively, you got to protect Hall. They're getting a lot of pressure in on him, disrupting the play. You got to tighten that up somehow, some way. And that's not an easy chore. You got Big Jackson there in the middle coming in with 14 tackles for loss in 6 games himself.
They're going to run the clock down. And, you know, looking towards the second half, this Nordonia Knights team, they run about 68 plays a football game, 40 of them on the ground. So they are a nice balanced attack, but they will beat you up and bruise you. And Wadsworth is very much the same. This has been pretty much what we expected here tonight.
Great game, great effort. Hey, and we're down one of our star players. Hey, the rest of the Grizzlies are rising up. I think it's going to be a great second half. Enjoy the halftime festivities of homecoming, I believe. Stay here, you'll hear the band. Hey, we'll see you right after halftime, partner.
Incredible donation and support to our student athletes. We especially want to thank Jason Anderson. The winner of the car is Roger Bragg. Congratulations to Roger Bragg. Roger Bragg, please go down to the concession stand area in the north end zone to get the key to the car.
Led by drum majors Shirley Anderson and Patrick Newyear, under the direction of Eric Vasquez and Tom Weaver, we proudly present the 2024 Nordonia High School Marching Band. This evening, the band will perform their competition show entitled Bend, Don't Break, which will highlight I Hear a Symphony by Cody Fry, Strange Humors by John Mackey, and Fix You by Coldplay. Our soloists for tonight include Sidney Wagner, Alex Ellsbury, Chris Fox, Evie Donnelly, and Isaac Ring. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy our competition show, Bend, Don't Break. Nordonia Band would like to thank the Nordonia Band Aids Administration and the entire Nordonia community for their tremendous support. The Nordonia Band director, students, and families would also like to thank the following staff members who have contributed to the band's success this season. Visual instructor Emily Nestel, woodwind instructors Will Walker, Jacqueline Phillips, and Kaylee Munson. Brass instructors Emily Nestel, Chris Nestel, David Abule, Jared Eichler, and brass caption head and associate director Bernie Williams. Color guard instructors Lindsay Chapman and Lauren Bradshaw, and percussion instructors Alfredo Smith, Aaron Moscow, Brittany Emmerich, and Gavin Nagy. The Nordonia Band would also like to wish the Wadsworth High School Marching Band the best of luck throughout the rest of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your evening, and go Knights!
Good evening and welcome to the 2024 homecoming ceremony.
The first attendant is Miss Lauren Ball. Lauren is the daughter of Jason and Megan Ball. Lauren plays varsity softball, is a member of the National Honor Society, and is a captain of the girls' varsity tennis team. After high school, Lauren plans to attend Tiffin University to play softball and major in psychology. Lauren is escorted by Mr. Owen Kavici. Owen is the son of Kevin and Christy Kavicki. Owen has participated in wheelchair basketball, student council, and is a member of the marching band. After high school, Owen wants to continue in his culinary arts program and join the Wadsworth Community Band. The second attendant is Miss Maggie Catafias. Maggie is a varsity softball player, a member of Rhythm and Red Show Choir, and a drum major in the marching band. After high school, Maggie will attend college to pursue art. Maggie is escorted by Mr. Chris Fox. Chris is the son of Jim and Laura Fox. Chris is part of the wind ensemble, is a section leader for the baritones, and is a member of the Philosophy Club. After high school, Chris plans to attend college and major in marketing. The third attendant is Miss Avery Neville. Avery is the daughter of Todd and Nancy Neville. Avery is a huddle leader, a member of Hope Squad, and a captain of the varsity girls tennis team. After high school, Avery plans to attend Tri-C to earn a degree in diagnostic medical sonography. Avery is escorted by Mr. Brady O'Connor. Brady is the son of Marty and Jesse O'Connor. Brady is a carpentry student at the high school and is a captain of the football team. After high school, Brady plans to go to work in one of the trades. The fourth attendant is Miss Ollie Smith. Ollie is the daughter of Megan Smith. Ollie is a member of the cross-country and track teams, is involved in the ski club, and is a member of the Rhythm in Red Show Choir. After high school, Ollie plans to continue her running career in college and major in a STEM career. Ollie is escorted by Mr. Philip Garcia. Philip is the son of Jennifer Garcia. Philip is on the varsity baseball team and is a member of student council in the National Honor Society. After high school, Philip plans to attend college and study business or education and play baseball. The final attendant is Miss Gianna Turano. Gianna is a cosmetology student, a varsity cheerleader, and a member of Rhythm in Red Show Choir. After high school, Gianna plans to continue cheerleading in college with hopes of attending the Ohio State University to major in childhood development. Gianna is escorted by Mr. Matthew Reed. Matthew is the son of Peter and Sandra Reed. Matthew is a member of the Wind Ensemble, the National Honors Society, and the Jazz Band. After high school, Matthew plans to attend college and major in computer science and study cyber security. To present the crowns are last year's king and queen. Last year's queen is Lotus Lemp. Lotus is currently attending the University of South Alabama in Mobile. She is a lifeguard at the rec center and a member of the Honors College with hopes of beginning the nursing program soon. After school, she hopes to do a lot of traveling. Lotus is escorted by last year's king, Jacob Schmelzer. Jacob is currently attending Ohio University and is a member of the club golf team. He is studying education and one day hopes to be a high school history teacher and a basketball coach. And now, the 2024 Homecoming King and Queen are Brady O'Connor and Avery Neville. Congratulations to everyone on our homecoming court. Obviously, we respect a lot of people at Wadsworth High School.
Welcome back. Great halftime show. Got to see the homecoming queen and king get nominated. What's the word I'm looking for, Mike?
Crowned.
Crowned. There we go.
My friend. They've been crowned.
Brady O'Connor, Grizzlies' own, was crowned king. Queen was Avery Neville. Congratulations to both of them. Great honor. Hey, halftime adjustments. What do you make?
Well, I think for Wadsworth, defensively, you've got to do a better job of stopping the run up the middle. So maybe you need more John Artwell at the nose. Not to say that Troy Myers and Zach Wise aren't doing a great job. They are. But I think what you've got, you plug up the middle, you get big John Artwell in there. and maybe move Troy Myers to the edge, Zach Wise to the edge, and provide run support around the edge. Because I'm going to be honest with you here, I think Ben Chesser, he's a great runner. We've seen that tonight, and when he can get around the edge, he's tough to stop.
Absolutely. You got to be disciplined. Do your assignment. Keep your eyes where you need to be. Don't follow the motion. Do your position. And like you said, if we can beef up the middle a little bit, we're giving up a good 40 pounds average weight across the front to their offensive linemen. So, yes, I think that's one big thing we got to do for sure. Defensively, you're still playing very well. Other than that, you're playing well. Offensively, I think you got to stop the bleeding. You got a lot of pressure coming in on Hall. And what do you do there, Coach? What do you think?
Well, I think, we talked about it in the second quarter, is that you've got to give opportunities for Hall to get the ball out quickly. So we haven't seen any quick slants, and Nordonia has been pretty good about mixing up their blitz packages or dropping back. So it's been difficult to get anything over the middle for the Grizzlies offensively. But I think you have to take a look at Bowden Bollinger. I mean, he's a guy that you can throw in the backfield, and he's a bigger guy. He's more of a bruising back. For those that may just be joining us here at halftime, we lost Gavin Madigan to an ankle injury. He has not returned. He will not return for this football game. So you're going to need another back in the backfield, and maybe Bollinger's the guy. Yeah, absolutely. It'd be great to see him there. He looks like he's got some good ability. He's just got to get some more reps. Right now it's been Cooper Gray and Madigan the whole season. Now we're going to get a little bit of Bollinger too. Now, halftime stats. Rare to see this one. The Grizzlies offense 192 total yards to Nordonia's 220 yards. Nordonia has 145 yards rushing to Wadsworth's 116 yards rushing. About dead even on passing. Wadsworth's got 76 yards passing, Nordonia's 75. The big difference in the game right now is that strip fumble that was returned down to the 2-yard line. That is the big difference. Nordonia have that. 8 first downs to Nordonia's 9. Chesser, the leading rusher for Nordonia, 13 carries, 65 yards. He's 8 of 13 for 75 yards, growing. Hall, 7 of 15 for 76 yards. Gray, 9 carries, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns. Great performance there. Again, that's getting him outside. When he gets outside, it's daylight to the end zone all the way. But it's getting them there every time. It's tough. Grizzlies got some work to do. The Knights received the second half kickoff, so we'll see what their halftime adjustments are first. Yeah, one of the things you've got to do if you're Wadsworth, there's no more 3rd and 19 conversions for the Knights. We'll go back to that second quarter. It was 3rd down and 19, an opportunity for Wadsworth to put Nordonia in a punch situation. They ended up converting that 3rd and 19 into a first down that went in for a touchdown score. Jack Dinwiddie will get us going here in the second half. Kick is away, short. Taking at the 10. Running start. Still on his feet. Just tackled near the 50-yard line. He had a full head of steam going. Flag on the play on that sideline. It may be a sideline warning as the side official tossed the flag up. Was that number 3? Yeah, Kylan Osbey on the return. Looks like Jack Dimwithy was on the tackle. Osbey, you'll see him there on the left-hand side. He's averaging 45.5 yards per kickoff return. That's not the guy you want to kick to. Yeah, he is dangerous. He had a head of steam there, and he was rolling. Now, he took that at the 10, the 40-yard return, almost a 40-yard return. The ball's going to be placed on the Knights' 49-yard line. Here we go. For the Suburban League title, possibly here, the second half. Right up the middle to Lorenzo. Nice job stuffing that up the middle. Short gain for the Knights. Yeah, Bryce Polchek from his defensive end spot actually gets too deep into the backfield, and that's one of the things you want to remind your guys is don't get too deep. Yep. He missed the tackle for a loss there. You're down 3s, Polzak, Troy Meyer. There he is again. Wise. Now Polchak on the tackle. And he's so quick coming off the edge. You have a tendency when you are that quick getting off the ball to get too deep into the backfield. There you see before the start of this game 5 sacks for the defensive end, which leads this Grizzly defense. Chesser looking to throw, has to pull it down.
tackled. He picks up the first down, unfortunately, as the Grizzlies take him down.
Sean Kincaid on the stop, along with, like Bowden Bollinger might, nope, Zach Wise on the tackle there from that right side.
Secondary had great coverage. Chester pulled it down, not afraid to run. Picks up the first down. Lorenzo, ball is on the ground.
Well, that is 3 times on this drive that Polchak has found him with himself into the backfield, and that time nearly caused a fumble, and the Grizzlies almost creating a turnover there. That's a loss of 1 on the play, Robert.
Now, DeLorenzo was almost taking the handoff as Polchak was getting there. Chester has time, pulls it down, now starting to run. Kincaid was there, and then cleaned up by
that's
Jacob Ernest, number 6. Kincaid got there, slowed him up. Teammate Ernest comes up, cleans up the tackle, brings up a 3rd and 8.
Third down and 8 now for the Knights on the Grizzly 37-yard line. Big down for this Grizzly D. This is 2-down territory for the Knights.
Lorenzo met in the backfield once again. Will bring up 4th down.
Bryce Polchak again from that left side, and let's take a look at it. So quick off the ball, knifing in through the gap and almost meeting the ball carrier as the exchange is taking place. You'll see him there, number 55 on the lower part of your screen. He just knifes in, and just as the exchange takes place, it almost creates, Robert, another fumble.
You wonder if that H-back was there, or supposed to be blocking down on it, and he's just missing him or not. He's getting there so quickly. Knights going for it. Chester dropping back to throw. Over the middle, caught. First, tackle just before the line of gain. Great tackle by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Danny Hours on the reception, and that will be short of the first down, short of the yard to gain. They're going to mark it at the 30. He needed to get to the 29.
That's short. That's Grizzlies ball now. Turnover on downs. Excellent tackle. Partner, did you see who made that tackle for the Grizzlies?
Now we'll take another look at it, but it was a crossing pattern. It was a good call play by the Knights. Unfortunately, the route goes short of the yard to gain. It looked like it might have been in the area of Jacob Ernest or Sean Kincaid.
And that, almost like you said, the drag route coming across, took some time to develop, but looked like the receiver had some running space to get there, but whoever tackled for the Grizzlies, a sure-handed tackle.
We'll take a look at it. He's, hits the crossing route, and it's coming in from the safety position. Look at that. That's Luke Maddox with a big play. On the support was Jacob Ernest.
Grizzlies ball. Gray with the ball. Stop. I don't even think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Knights bottle him up quickly.
Yeah, the Knights, a swarm of the Knights just bottle him up at the line of scrimmage. On contact there is big number 55, Ben Bolus, 6'5", 220.
You got Wise and Ernest in the middle at H-back and at slot.
Jordan Jackson nearly jumping off sides there for the Knights, and we've seen Bryson Hall do this all year long. He's got a cadence that defenses like to jump at.
Wise in motion. Craig Hall keeps it, tries to bounce it out. Knights do a great job bringing him down. He gains maybe 1 yard back to the original line of scrimmage.
Now you can see maybe a defensive adjustment there, or a conversation that the coaches had with that Knights defense is you can't get sucked inside when Gray cuts it to the inside, because he has that talent. He's got that speed. He can just bounce it outside. That time the defensive back, the corner, stayed home for the Knights for the tackle.
Bigs up a big 3rd down with 9 yards to go. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Hall drops back. He's got pressure, steps up in the pocket. He's going to be tackled and taken down near the line of scrimmage. So it looks like the ball came out. It looks like after he was down, hopefully.
I think Owen Smotek on the tackle for the Knights as the officials sorted out. they're going to give it to Nordonia. And that is the first turnover of the game for the Grizzlies.
A big momentum swing once again. See if the defense can rise to the challenge. Once again, here's a replay of the play.
First down and 10 for the Knights. A ball on the 29-yard line of the Grizzlies.
Yep, ball did come out just before he hit the turf. Right there. So the ball is on the 29 of the Grizzlies. Knights in business here. Lorenzo tries the right side. Hit numerous times before he gets past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's Osbey on the carry.
Island Osbey, a ball carrier.
Yeah, De Lorenzo not in the ball game.
Yeah.
So you wonder if there's something going on with De Lorenzo. Here's another shot at Bryson Hall going down, and where's the football at? Yeah, it does come down before the knee hits.
Osby to the left. It's going to bring up third down and short.
Jude Holler upends him at about the 13-yard line. Beg your pardon, the 23-yard line. Third down and 4 now for the Knights. 2-down territory for the Knights again. No De Lorenzo. In the backfield is Osbey.
Left of Chesser. Chesser looking to throw. He's got time. Now sprints left. Now has to roll back to the right. He's got pressure. Down he goes. And there goes a penalty flag.
Now, I don't know if it looked like a face mask, and Troy Meyer's not happy with either the call or they're going to call face mask. We'll take another look at it as Chesser was scrambling. There's the face mask. He did grab it.
It was actually Kincaid there.
with it, yep.
Now, obviously unintentional, but nevertheless, good call by the ref. He's going to push the Grizzlies back and give the Knights a first down. Ball's going to be placed on near the 14-yard line.
Now that's a big break for the Knights offense because Wadsworth in a position to kill that drive, that short drive, and now it's 1st and 10 from the 14 with just about 6 minutes now remaining in the third quarter.
Low snap, barely gets it off to Osby. Picks up a short 2 or 3 yards.
The ball carrier.
It's like Artwell on the stop. Take another look at this face. He's not intentionally doing that. I know he's throwing his arm up to try and grab the jersey, but unfortunately grabs the face mask.
There it looked like Lorenzo there.
That's De Lorenzo, yes, back in the ball game.
Lorenzo, the ball carrier.
Brings up 3rd and 3. Ball on the 7. Chester keeps it, bounce left. He gets in and scores. The Nordonia Knights will take the lead 22-20 with the all-important PAT coming up.
Yeah, Robert, we talked about it at halftime about getting John Artwell at the nose to plug up those holes and then providing run support on the edge. And that time Chester able to get outside on the left edge for a touchdown. Zach Wise goes with the ball fake.
The H-back number 33 for the Knights, Fisher, does a nice job turning Kincaid around so Chester can get around that end. Chester's the holder. Kick is up. It is good. The Knights go up 23-20. 5:08 left in the third quarter.
In these types of football games, you can look at some of the small things that really make a difference. That's a big one, however, the face mask when you've got 3rd and long for Nordonia, and then that 3rd and 19. That third down is kind of killing our defense on a couple of plays here, Robert. Take another look at the touchdown run. You see the block there by number 33. That's Fisher. Chester able to get in on the left side. He made 2. Busy man on that play, making a couple of blocks. You'll see the first block right here on Kincaid, and then he'll get downfield in a second block. There's a well-coached football player there. He's going from one to the other.
043 757. 043 757.
So, can the Grizzlies offense respond here?
Well, I think you have no choice, right? I mean, you've got to put points on the board here. You got to tie it, or obviously take the lead with a touchdown. But I think you've got to get Bollinger into the mix, and you've got to figure out how to get Bryson Hall free enough in his, some pass protection, right? I mean, he's going to need a little bit more time to throw the football.
Kick is short. Taking on the bounce by Inestroza. He's got some running room. He breaks the tackle, gets knocked down as he crosses the Grizzly 35-yard line.
Yeah, Blake Allen giving him the hit from behind to knock him down. So Wadsworth with a decent field position here to start this drive, their second drive here in the third quarter, second half.
5:02 left in the third. Now, hey, the future Grizzlies, Friday Nighters, doing quite well on the season. Freshmen won 34-0. Winner against Nordonia Knights. 7th grade beat Brecksville 36-14. 8th graders won 21-6 to finish their season undefeated. We'll come back to the rest of them here in a moment. Gray in there behind Hall. Gray with the carry. Has some momentum. Spins. Was that Bollinger? Can't quite. That was Bollinger. Picking up 10 yards. Whirling, twirling. Excellent effort.
Grizzlies pick up the first down and 10 now with the ball on the 46-yard line of Wadsworth.
Grizzlies got tripped to the bottom of the screen. One receiver at the top. Gray in now to the right of Hall. Lemp in motion. Hall keeps it, now pitches it off to Gray in the option. Roden out of bounds, really looks from here a late hit, but.
Yeah, Jordan Bird on the stop for Nordonia. You got to give the Knights credit there for stretching that one out. Well-coached defense on the option. That Knights defense, and boy, since the midway through that second quarter, this Knights defense playing very, very well. And of course, we're doing this right offensively without Gavin Madigan, Thunder in the backfield.
Give Gray. Gray stopped at the line of scrimmage.
A big third down now, Robert, for this Grizzly offense. You've got to convert the first down and keep this drive alive.
Ball placed near the 50. Could be 6 yards to gain. Gray staying in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left, bottom of the screen.
Looks like you've got something open in the middle if you can get a crossing route. The question is whether or not you can give Bryson Hall enough time to throw the football. You
see the Knights showing blitz. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're filling the box. The box in the middle was open, and the pass is going to be caught and thrown down by 11.
Allen.
That's Allen, who's having a fantastic football game here tonight for the Knights. Wow.
Reese Simmons catches it, and Allen was right there as the ball came in, made the tackle. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2 yards, but brings up 4th and 7.
Well, you got to wonder, that offensive staff for the Grizzlies, they've seen that alignment defensively. That middle is open. The problem for Bryson Hall is they're bringing 7 or 8 guys.
They barely got that punt off.
Yeah, that might have got tipped at the line of scrimmage. And things are not going the way of the Grizzlies here in the second half, as the Knights will take over in great field position on their own 44-yard line.
They definitely got the momentum going their way at the moment. Here's the time for the defense to step up once again.
First down and 10. The ball on the 44-yard line.
I see DeLorenzo, number 25, checking in for the Knights in the second and backfield with Chesser.
And now defensively, you're looking for, obviously a big stop, but how about a turnover? Haven't had a pick yet today out of this Grizzly defense.
Chesser looking to throw over the middle, caught, first down.
Yeah, on the reception is Sam Collins of the Knights. And this Knights offense in rhythm.
Yes, it is. Nice drop back pass. Quick. You see Chester has a nice arm, nice strength to it. Hand off to DiLorenzo. Breaking several tackles. Kincaid makes the last hit, and down he goes.
And Bollinger on first contact there for the Grizzlies. And again, Bryce Polchek is getting back there and being disruptive, but I just feel like the young man's getting too deep in the backfield.
DiLorenzo has it, cuts back. Short gain.
Jude Howler on the stop.
Brings up the 3rd down and 7.
Odin Bollinger also in there.
O'Connor down at nose now. Chester throws off, knocked down. Was that Bollinger?
That's Bollinger on the deflected pass, the PBU. That would be his first of the season.
Brings up a big 4th and 7 for the Grizzly defense. The Knights are going to stay on the field and go for it at this point in time. Chester dropping back to throw. He's got time, surveys the field. Now tucks down, runs, and picked up and met. Turnover on downs. Excellent job.
Looks like Jacob Ernest on the stop for the Grizzlies on a big play defensively for Wadsworth. And as Robert just said, turnover on downs. Now the question is, can we get this Grizzly offense back on track? Good look at the young man who's had a great football season on both sides of the ball. And you're going to see him here offensively in just a few minutes as soon as he catches his breath, gets a drink of water. That young man's working hard tonight.
Excellent effort. So the defense stood up, made a big stand. Offense has the ball on the 40. Great field position to do some damage here. You have McNeil and Lemp to the bottom of the screen. Looks like Reese Simmons at the top. Wise in motion at H-back. Gray with the carry to the left side. Bounces it outside, has some running room. Knocked out of bounds as he crosses the 50, gets near the 47-yard line before finally taken out of bounds.
R.J. Jefferson's going to run him out of bounds, and a nice job by Cooper Gray reading the inside, being plugged up and bouncing it out to the left side for a big gain for the Grizzlies. 1st and 10 now. They are in Knights territory.
Grizzlies quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Gray with the carry, spins to the right.
Initial contact on the play there by number 33. That's Carson Fisher. And that's something we haven't seen out of the young man. A lot of spinning, Cooper Gray. But they teach as a running back, hit and spin. Protect the football. Short gain on the play of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Hall keeps it right up the middle. Picks up the 1st down. They're going to call him short on that.
Now they're going to give him the 1st down.
The one on that side, the other side, the far side, did not mark it originally, but the one on the short side did, closer to us.
Well, the ball fake between Hall and Gray was outstanding and froze the Knights defenders, allowing Hall time to get up the middle and earn enough for a 1st down.
Good view of the freshman, Bryson Hall. Cooper Gray comes out for a good earned rest. Bollinger in the backfield in the pistol behind Hall. Hall looking to throw, going deep over the middle. Intended for, I believe it was Lemp, in and out of his hands. It was Lemp. He had a step on the defender.
Blake Allen on the coverage for the Knights. Good coverage, good throw, just off the fingertips of Calix Lemp. And you can see how close this was for Lemp hauling this one in for another big play, but it falls incomplete. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Blake Allen was on coverage.
We got a flag on the play. And
it's going to go against the Knights.
May have been defensive holding. That results in a big 1st down.
Yes, it does. Ball on the 36.
Against the Knights. It's the 1st down and 10 now for the Grizzlies.
McNeil at the bottom of the screen. You got Instroza at the slot right now. Reese Simmons at the top of the screen.
A little trouble on the far sideline with the chain game. They've got it all straightened out now.
Wisen at H-back. Bollinger in tailback in the pistol formation behind Hall. 1st and 10. Hall throws quickly off to Reese Simmons. He makes one night miss, but he is tackled. There's goes a penalty flag. And they're going to get in Nostroza for a hold.
Yeah, we've got a Grizzly down on the field.
I believe that's Reese Simmons down. The receiver caught it. Yep.
Holding the big against the Grizzlies.
That is a costly penalty. You were in field goal range on the 27 for.
Guardians game. You have to bring them up to the press box to claim the tickets. The winning ticket number is 373-7146. 373-7146. You have that ticket. You have won tickets to tomorrow's Guardians playoff game.
You see they're tending to Reese Simmons here. Here's a replay of the play. Hall throws it quickly out.
For the Wadsworth community.
I just got wrapped up there on the knee, goes down hard. And you see he rolls over. He gets hit right in the gut there with the helmet. Yeah, I wonder if
knocked the wind out of him.
We have a winner in those 2-3 American League Division.
And here's the hold, what they're calling a hold, number 5 and number 9 for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies number 9 in Nostroza.
Special thank
He
you.
looked like it was almost in the back. He threw his hands up as soon as the ball carriers passed him. That's a tough one.
Yeah, you got to want he's
So much for the donation of 2 tickets.
taking his time.
Playoff game tomorrow.
So we'll take another look at this and see how he falls, Robert, and see how he goes down head first, top of the head, the crown of the head onto the turf,
Big
and
bounce.
bounces up.
Yes.
So you certainly hope that Reese is okay. As you see him, he's sitting up, and they're stabilizing that his neck. It looks like the doc out there with his hands around Reese's helmet, having a conversation with him. Certainly they're asking him a lot of questions right now. We hope the young man is okay. And Reese Simmons, let's go back to the second quarter, that big reception he made in the end zone on the double pass. You know,
you see a
on the
picture of
2-point conversion.
Coach Todd and Coach Fox, both out to see how Reese Simmons is doing. Here's the replay.
Just like that, our producer, director downstairs, John Bernard, here's the double pass. Jacob Ernest and finds Reese Simmons in the back of the end zone. And that was a huge play at the time, as that put us up by 7 points. That time it was 20, I believe, to 10 at that point. So
taking precaution, they're taking his helmet off, Reese Simmons' helmet off. You can see he's moving his arms and everything. That's good. But they're checking. Look like they're checking. They are checking the back of his neck a little bit. As we got a break here, as they're still checking out Reese Simmons. The 8th graders, like I mentioned earlier, they went undefeated regular season. They beat Brecksville last week 21-6. They're going to play next week, Wednesday night here at Arkwright Stadium at 7 p.m. in what they call a crossover game for the league championship. Congratulations to those boys. They played hard. A lot of good-looking football players coming up in the younger ranks. The 8th grade flip team, they have they got so many players out there, players trying to get them all playing time. They have a second 8th grade team called the flip team, and they beat Norwayne 20-6 last week. And great job, future Grizzlies. Some of the scout team players of the week: Donnie Bettis, offensive O-line skill; Dawson Mendel, defensive skill; Colton Mellon. D-line skill player was Brad Watson for the week. Excellent job. As you see a good shot of Reese Simmons coming off the field here. One play does resume. It will be 1st and 20 for the Grizzlies. Ball's placed at the 37-yard line with 17 seconds left in the third quarter.
So this long timeout, Robert, can affect players. Obviously, Wadsworth concerned about their teammate Reese Simmons. Anytime you see a player go down and potentially have an injury to the head is serious and concerning. We hope the young man is okay. He's in great hands down there on the sidelines.
Absolutely. Interesting backfield we have currently. We have both Bollinger and Cooper Gray in the backfield at the moment. Let's see how they line up here. They're going to let the clock resume and run down, and it'll be the end of the third quarter here with the Knights leading the Grizzlies 23-20. Can the Grizzly offense here mount another drive and put it in the end zone here in the fourth quarter?
Now this really comes down to, in the fourth quarter, you can't make any mistakes in the fourth quarter. The Knights and the Grizzlies both have made mistakes throughout this football game. Mental mistakes and physical mistakes.
Yep.
And who's going to be more physical?
And right now, in my opinion, I think Nordonia Knights offensive line and defensive line are winning the battle. Just slightly, but just enough. A good shot at the Wadsworth Grizzly cheerleaders here on a beautiful Friday night here in Ohio.
And you know they're thrilled. You know why, Robert? No rain.
Okay, here we go.
Wadsworth now headed to that south end zone where many miracles have happened at Art Wright.
Last week, we won in overtime in that end zone. So it looks like Gray to the left of Hall. Looks like Bollinger in at H-back at this moment, I believe. Gray is in the motion. Jet sweep, Bollinger right up the middle. You can see the Knights grabbing at the ball as he comes running through. You know, they're figuring a little inexperienced running back. Hey, slap at the ball, hit his hands, see if he can get the ball to come out. Bollinger holds it well tight. Bollinger comes out now.
You know, they're watching that defensive end on that play, on that particular play, to see what he does and where he goes, and he did bite. So we'll see if that jet sweep on the far side is open here on this drive.
Hall running motions, pitches it out to Gray. Still on his feet, still going. Great effort by Cooper Gray.
How about that effort from big number 26, Cooper Gray?
A good 6 yards after numerous Knights hit him. We have a Knight down.
That looks like it's number 6, Connor Wafem. This has been a hard-hitting football game this evening at Art Wright, and we knew that this was going to be the case coming into this football game, and two great football teams.
What did Coach Todd call it? Mr. T and
Rocky Balboa and Mr. T, yeah.
Yep. And this is exactly what it is. The Knights coming in with a great deal of experience, almost returning every single starter from the year squad that last year, which was a very good Nordonia Knights team then. Obviously, a good one this year. Great deal of experience. Good to see the young man up.
For making this week's football game sponsor. Their support of the district and our students is much appreciated.
So when we resume play here, it'll be 3rd down and 5 to go for the Grizzlies. Ball on the 22-yard line.
This week,
Cooper Gray doing an excellent job picking up yardage there, making it a reasonable 3rd down attempt here.
Yeah, he did come out after that last play, but let's see if he goes back in. He is not, as we got Bowden Bollinger now in the backfield now for the Grizzlies.
Looks like Ernest at H-back. Bollinger with the carry. Still on his feet. He gets the 1st down for the Grizzlies.
Well, you got to love the effort by number 35, Bowden Bollinger. The 5'11", 205-pound sophomore running back linebacker. Filling big shoes tonight in the absence of one Gavin Madigan.
He stays in there. He's behind Hall in the pistol formation. They're feeding Ballinger. This time the Knights stuff him right at the line of scrimmage.
How about number 3, Kylan Osby, just comes flying in from the corner and disrupts that play. And no gain for the Grizzlies. Second down and 10.
Gray checks in, Ballinger checks out.
And we got an injured Knight on the play.
And it looks like maybe cramping.
You've got a timeout on the field.
That is Jordan Bird, I believe.
And
No, I beg your pardon, that's Kylan Osby.
hops off, comes off the field. He's kind of shaking his left shoulder.
My partner is telling you that he's shaking his left shoulder. He's moving his left elbow and just about knocked me in the chin. We're getting physical in the booth.
This game will do it to you. You get a little juiced up here.
The crowd here at Art Wright Stadium looking for something to cheer for, waiting for the Grizzlies. Can they take the lead back from these Nordonia Knights? Both teams at 6-0 on the season.
Clock under 10 minutes and ticking. Hall looks over the offense, gets everyone in position. Hall looking to throw, going to the end zone. Intended receiver, incomplete. It was almost picked off. Great coverage.
Blake Allen, I believe, on the coverage, and I got to tell you, let's stay away from that young man. He is poised to make a great play for this Knights defense.
Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Grizzlies. Hall had good time there, good protection. You have Lemp going to the top of the screen with Luke Maddox. You have Ernest and Luke McNeil at the bottom of the screen. Lemp in motion. Hall rolling right, looking to throw. He's got pressure. He is taken down.
Jordan Bird on the stop for the Knights.
4th down, partner.
Yeah, I think you got to kick it. I mean, you've got to get your field goal unit out there, and you've got to try and tie this football game up.
Smeltzer, the holder. Jack Dinwiddie, the senior, on the kick for an all-important 3 points here.
Reese Simmons will leave Art Wright Stadium for likely observation for perhaps concussion protocol.
Snaps back. Kick is up. It is good. Jack Dinwiddie ties it up. 23 all.
Dinwiddie from 29 yards out, 39 yards out. We are tied, as my partner said, with 8:49 in the Grizzly faithful.
The Grizzly student section all in blackout, ringing the bell. Well, that was huge. Big 3 points, ties it all up. Can the Grizzly defense continue to hold? They got a chance to get a little breather while the offense marched down the field there.
Yeah, we talked about this last week, is that the first 5 football games of the season, we've seen running clocks, and this defense hasn't played a full football game. And here we are in week number 7, and they're finally having to play back-to-back full football games. This starting unit here for the Grizzlies. Coach Todd encouraging that kickoff team. And I tell you what, we're not going to kick it to number 3, Kylan Osby.
Let's hope not. And I think he's lined up to the, is it to the right this time?
He's to the far right on the far sideline.
Okay. Bottom of the screen, our right side. I'm sure Jack Dinwiddie's going to point him out, make sure, nope, don't kick that way.
Unlike last week, there is no wind here at Art Wright this evening.
I think the other receiver deep for the Knights is Blake Allen, number 11. And it does go into the end zone, 5 yards deep. Okay, you can kick it 5 yards deep. That's not a problem. There's no way returning that.
We'll take that, and the Knights will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, 8:49 left. And, you know, Wadsworth has historically, I mean, this defense has always stood up to a big test, and this is the biggest drive of the season defensively for this Grizzly unit.
And we mentioned missing him on offense is Gavin Madigan. Again, Madigan has 200 tackles already on his career as a sophomore, halfway through his junior year. 17 tackles last week.
Yeah, coming in to this game, he had 50 and a half tackles, 40 of them solo.
Handoff right up the middle by the Knights.
I believe that's De Lorenzo on the carry.
I'm sure they're going to set up Chester with a run here sooner than later. Clock's down under 8:30 and ticking. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. Chester rolls back, drops deep. Lemp in coverage. Lemp with excellent coverage. Chester just overshoots the intended receiver, number 11. That was Blake Allen.
I think that was number 19. Number 19, Nathan Howe. Oh, I'm sorry. 19 is Collins, Sam Collins.
Thank you, partner, for the correction. But great coverage by Lemp. Brings up 3rd and 7.
I believe we have Eli Kaufman on the left end of that Grizzly defense.
Chester has time, throws to the right. Incomplete.
Jude Holler on the coverage for the Grizzlies brings up a 4th down now for the Knights. How about that Grizzly defense?
And see, they had 2 running backs in the backfield this time, setting up for protection to make sure they knew the Grizzlies were coming with heat. Chester got it out of there quickly.
Hahn is in for Reese Simmons on the punt return. And also over there, Frank McNeil.
Punt's away. Bounces at the 50. Picked up and taken a knee. Excellent job. Takes a knee.
That's McNeil.
Takes a knee at the 40. Grizzlies got great field position.
Both Wadsworth and at Nordonia. 3 timeouts each remaining. 8:03 as you see left in this football game in regulation. Tied at 23.
Big number 66 Ian Kaufman there. Number 51 Jordan Jones. Here they're going to lean on what's got him here offensively of the season. The offensive line. Jordan Jones, Brady O'Connor. Homecoming king.
Yep.
Brady O'Connor. Merritt Fortner at center. Gabe Lucky at right guard. Eli Kaufman at right tackle.
Yeah, this is a gut check time for this Nordonia D-line and this offensive line for the Grizzlies. Here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hand off the Gray, bounces it outside to the right a little bit. Still got on his feet, picks up close to 8 yards on 1st down. You like that 1st down average.
On the tackle there for the Knights is number 5, Vince Natali. Big gain on 1st down. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 2 with 7:44 and counting here in the 4th quarter.
Pitch to Cooper Gray to the left. Cuts back, picks up the 1st down. Taken down, tackled near the 45-yard line of the Grizzlies.
Outstanding effort by that left side of that Grizzly offensive line, making a big push.
Made the stop. First down and 10 for the Grizzlies.
Big number 99, Jordan Jackson, is moved from nose to that right side.
Going against Jordan Jones over there on our left side. Draw back to Gray. He's got some serious defenders to get through. He was being helped and carried by
Eli Kaufman. Why not?
Kaufman.
Eli says, I'll pick you up, my good friend, and I'll carry you for about 3 yards. Gain of 5 on the play, 2nd down and 5. And the ball is on the Knights' 40-yard line.
Cooper and Wise check out. Ernest and Bollinger check in for the Grizzlies. Under 7 minutes on the clock and ticking. Hall throws quickly off to Inzastroza. Excellent job by the Knights on the tackle.
Now Vince Natali on the stop, and that's a big, big loss on the play for the Grizzlies. That'll bring up.
Carlos did an excellent job just holding on to the ball. He got hit immediately upon catching that.
Yeah, so they're going to give him forward progress where he caught the ball. So that's a loss on the play of about 3. That brings up 3rd and 8.
Bollinger left of Hall. Ernest at H-back.
Jordan Jackson back to nose for the Knights.
Hall rolling left, throws, caught right at the sticks. Is it inbounds?
Incomplete. Misses Calix Lemp there on that far sideline. That's 4th down and 8, and I think you kick it.
Punt it deep. pin him deep. Let's hope we can get that coffin corner that he tried to get earlier in the night. Back deep for the Knights is number...
That's number 3.
Yep. Osby takes it at the 6. Taken down at the 15-yard line by number 66, Ian Kaufman. Hey, he's liking getting in there making the tackle.
Eli getting downfield in a hurry, like takes the helmet off. He says, come on, guys. Let's get another stop and look for Eli as he was on the left side of that Grizzly defensive line on that last series of the Knights. We'll see if he finds his way back to the defense.
5:42 left in the game. All tied up at 23. Can the Grizzly defense hold once again to get the ball back to the Grizzly offense?
Yeah, it's a long field for the Knights here. You got to imagine they've got to get to about the 20-yard line to be in field goal range. Maybe the 25.
Chesser keeps it right up the middle.
Bowden Bollinger in on the stop. Jude Holler there. Zach Wise. Jacob Ernest.
Knights quickly back to ball. Chesser keeps it once again. Big hole up the middle. Picks up the first down.
Well, that's the weakness there in that Grizzly defense in the middle that we talked about at halftime, that they got to fill that hole, and will Artwell find his way back to nose? We got Troy Myers at nose right now. No, I beg your pardon. It's Zach Wise at nose.
Troy Myers to the right, defensive end. Then you got Polzak, number 55 on the left. Chesser pulls it down, throws on a slant pattern, caught, first down, Knights.
Reception there by Owen Smotek. Well, this Knight offense in a rhythm, and at what point, Robert, you want to call timeout to give your defense a breather? Or do you hold all your timeouts for your offense?
I'm banking on the Grizzly defense here for sure. They've not up the middle, bottled up.
De Lorenzo
does a nice job after contact, picking up a couple more yards.
Now both these football teams know what is on the line here tonight.
Good shot of Sean Kincaid, number 1. Number 12, Stoops. Troy Myers, number 3. Luke Maddox is in there in secondary as well. Chester dropping back to throw. He's got pressure, throws deep. He has a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Knights. No penalty flags. No. They bid on the run fake. And wide open, Knights receiver.
Reception there by Danny Hours for the touchdown. Take another look at it, and just gets behind the defense, and Jude Holler he bites on the run fake. And for Hours, that is his second touchdown reception of the season. And the Knights looking to go up 7 with the PAT, and it is up and good.
Knights up by 7. The 4:09 left in the contest. All 3 timeouts for both teams, so plenty of time. But the Grizzlies do have to make the drive. This is it. A must. Much like last week in the rain against Hudson to tie it back up.
Hours, a great ball, by the way, by Ben Chesser, and wide open, and an easy 6 for the Knights. Now, for Wadsworth, good check time. Again, like, this is a resilient football team. They showed resiliency last week against the Hudson Explorers in week 2 of the season in New Albany. You say, well, you know what, you had a running clock in the second half, but that was a tough football game. You drive it down a couple of hours, then the game's delayed.
Yep.
It's a hot, muggy evening in Columbus, and it took them about a quarter and a half to get things going for the Grizzlies.
Tommy Hahn's in the back, deep with Inestroza at the 5-yard line.
Clear case with a Wadsworth flex pass in the back. If you have that, please bring it to the press box as soon as possible.
The Knights getting ready to kick off. Kick, short, kick, caught, take it and drop immediately to the ground. Number 6, I think, is Davis. Is that Davis?
That's number 8.
I'm sorry, 8
That's
Davis.
8, Joe Davis, yes.
Immediately to the turf, protecting himself. He's not used to carrying the ball.
It's a great football play. You
Yep.
know, I'm going to catch it. I got good field position here. They're going to mark it at the 39-yard line.
Down that ball for the Grizzlies. Going to take over first
Well,
down and 10.
Gut check time now for this offensive unit here of the Grizzlies.
4
And
minutes, 8 seconds remain.
If you're tuning in and watching, and we thank you. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe to us, please. Hey, watch the Grizzlies win tonight. Gray takes a pitch to the right, fouls Gabe Lucky up through the hole, tackled after about a 4-yard gain.
that might be the way to go offensively, is get him out to at least the edge and get his momentum going forward.
Big back behind big Ian Kaufman, number 66.
Jumbo package to the left on the short side.
Pitch to Gray to the left. Not a lot of doing there, maybe 2 yards.
Here comes Bowden Ballinger. Cooper Gray's had a good football game here tonight.
Ernest checks in, Wise checks out. Lemp is in.
Yeah, this is 2-down territory for the Grizzlies at this late in the football game.
3rd and 4th. Ballinger behind Hall in the pistol. High snap, Hall has to keep it. He's trying to run it up the middle. He's going to be short. Doesn't get back to barely back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to bring up 4th and 4 for the Grizzlies. Hall did the right thing. There was a high snap to the right. He just had to take it and go and make what he could of it.
Yeah, I think you call timeout here. If you're Coach Todd, you might. The clock is continuing to run. He's not going to call a timeout.
Play clock down to 17 seconds and ticking. They got time. Hall rolls right, throws, caught by Lemp, first down the sideline he goes. Knocked out of bounds near the 30-yard line. A big pass and catch by Alden Lemp there.
Yeah, another big play by Calix Lemp. Getting used to seeing him in those clutch situations. I believe that is Lemp's 22nd reception of the season. 1st and 10 now, Grizzlies on the Knights, 28.
Gray stutter steps, just gets to the line of scrimmage, picks up 1 yard before he's knocked backwards.
Yeah, sometimes we'll take another look at the Lemp reception. Everything is flowing to the near side, and Hall releases it and
takes a shot too.
And what a great job by Lemp, just continuing to, as you saw him break a tackle there.
First down and 10 now for the Grizzlies.
No gain on the first carry by Gray of this series here, this set of downs. Hall looking to throw over the middle, caught by Ernest. Touchdown, Grizzlies! Way to turn this up, Grizzlies. Boy, we got Grizzlies down, way back down. Is that Gordon? Jordan Jones getting up late.
Let's take another look at it as hands. Jacob Ernest over the middle on a seam route is able to collect the pass from Bryson Hall, and that's the Calix Lemp play. As we had a timeout, Wadsworth is going to call timeout.
Here we go, here's the play.
And Ernest, the big guy, almost like a tight end. We talked about it like a fullback.
225 pounds of him rumbling, stumbling down at you. Beautifully timed play call, too. We were waiting for this play call to be called in perfect time when you had to have it.
I want to go back if we could, and I want to watch the block by Cooper Gray. I mean, he just gets enough of this guy right there and just allows Bryson Hall enough time to get the ball and put it in the chest of Jacob Hands Ernest. And we are 1 point from the PAT. And I think here, there's no question. You go for the point after. You don't go for 2 here.
Right. Go for the overtime.
You are at home.
You're at home.
Go for the overtime.
Jack Dinwiddie is on. Smeltzer, number 20, is the holder. Earlier in the game, I won't say what happened earlier, so we won't jinx it. Here we go. Great snap. Kick is up. Kick is up. It is good. Tied up. 30-30, partner.
How about them Grizzlies? How about Wadsworth? How about a team that lost their top player in the first quarter that had battled back, and it is tied at 30. On homecoming night.
Game not over. 1:42 left on the clock. Regulation. 3 timeouts by the Knights yet. They have time. And they show the ability to get down the field quickly once in rhythm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've still got – they have so many weapons through the night. You know, De Lorenzo, obviously, but Danny Hours, we just saw the touchdown reception. And
Chesser. I mean, he's a run, the threat to run, threat to thread the needle in where he has to, too.
Well, I know a lot of Summit County earlier today. You're talking about Hoban and Walsh. This is a great football game to be at, folks. Suburban League at its best. Nordonia, Wadsworth, knotted up at 30.
I believe I did hear Fox helicopter here, Fox 8, not too long ago. Checking out the game. Hopefully they saw hands grab that 6 to tie it up.
Now this is one that you want Jack Dinwiddie to put in the back of the end zone. Just
drill it.
Yeah, you don't want Nordonia. They've got dangerous weapons there.
Kick
that will go in the end zone. How about Jack Dinwiddie?
8 yards deep in the end zone. Stellar.
Jack Dinwiddie's kickoff.
1:42. Coach Todd, what would you call defensively here?
Well, one, you can't get beat, and I think you've got to keep everything in front of you.
Go back to your fundamentals.
Yeah, this is all fundamental football. This is toughness. This is who's more physical, who's going to control who. You see Eli Kaufman out there defensively now for the Grizzlies. Bryce Polchek, Troy Myers, Sean Kincaid, Jacob Ernest, Bowden Bollinger.
You got O'Connor down in the middle. You got
O'Connor is in the middle, yes.
Yep, you get Kaufman on the left, Troy Myers on the right. Chester drops back to throw to the receiver out of the backfield. He's got some running room. Knocked out of bounds after he puts up a first down.
Liam Kuntz on the reception, his second of the ball game here tonight.
Then Chester's pass to Liam Kuntz.
First down and 10 now in the 33-yard line. The Knights with 3 timeouts remaining.
Chester keeps it. Big hole on the left side. Still on his feet.
Holding, and they're not going to call it.
No penalty flag, unfortunately. Lemp and Myers finally push out Chester, but after a gigantic pickup.
Yeah, Chester is just, he's so good, and he's such a dangerous weapon, and he's hard to defend, and there's a missed tackle there, and they just, you know, the great thing for the Knights here is they're not quitting on the play. They continue to block downfield.
Looks like there's going to be a little movement.
Yeah, false start there on the Knights, but you've got to tip your hats to the Knights on that because they continue to, everybody blocking downfield. And those are the small things that make champions, right?
I did see that one block in the back.
Yeah, I
but
did too.
We won't say anything about that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Chester keeps it up the middle once again. This time is well clogged up. And maybe picked up, maybe gained 2 yards. Brings up a 2nd and 13. Ball on the 36 of the Wadsworth Grizzlies. Clock is under a minute left in the game. Knights have all 3 timeouts. Interesting, they're not using them like they did at half. Oh, false start.
Yes, that'll back the Knights up even further.
Fisher at H-back jumps. He was starting to go. He probably pulling up on the hole. For Chester to foul brings up a big 2nd and 18 with 43 seconds left in the game.
Now this Grizzly faithful on their feet, hands together.
Coach Fox calling the timeout, trying to get his team to get composure again.
Yeah, that's a wise timeout by the veteran coach over there, Coach Fox. What a football game here tonight. 43 seconds left. Number 10 Wadsworth and number 7 Nordonia. Those are the AP rankings in the state. As we talked about earlier at the opening, Nordonia is Division II, Region 5. They are ranked second, I believe, in Region 5, Division II, and the Grizzlies number 5 in Region 6, Division 2. So computer points for the Grizzlies, certainly with a win tonight, gives them a ton of points.
But we have to have the victory first. We have to have a defensive stop here, go into overtime. Better yet,
how about a pick six?
Strip six for a touchdown.
Strip six or pick six. Well, however we have to do it, we'll make it happen. But the Knights have played extremely well here tonight at Art Wright in a football game that has lived up to its billing. Second down, 18 from the 41-yard line of the Grizzlies.
The crowd getting extremely loud here. Hand off to Lorenzo. Ian Kaufman slows him down and is cleaned up by, was it O'Connor?
Eli Hoffman from the backside defensive end position.
You got the backside of Lorenzo's jersey, and someone else finally took him down.
Now you got to wonder if just Coach Fox is going to play for overtime here. About 21 seconds left.
Chester drops back, has plenty of time. Now rolls up in the pocket. He stumbles, down he goes. Mr. Kincaid, be careful there, young man.
Kincaid will get credit for the sack on the play. I believe it was a sack. There'll be a short gain, 4th and 16, and that'll do it. Nope, timeout.
2 seconds left. Hail Mary? Is that the only thing you can do here is a Hail Mary?
Well, they ran the hook and ladder in the second quarter and almost burnt the Grizzlies for a touchdown. Now this one may in fact come down to overtime again.
I'm sure Coach Todd and the defensive coordinators are there. Just, hey, boys, secondary, stay back, think about what you're doing. Trick play, got to keep your eyes open. Stay deeper than the deepest guy.
Yeah, I think you've got to have somebody spying on Ben Chesser, though.
Yep. And the linebackers can't forget about a tailback coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, we're going to go 5 deep defensively, maybe 6. We might even, why not?
Luke Maddox.
Let's go 8 deep.
Lemp. You have Holler and Hahn and Stoops. Oh no, 14, is that McNeil?
14 is McNeil, yeah.
All standing on the goal line. We'll have 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, spread out. Here we go. 2 seconds left. Chester drops deep, and timeout Grizzlies.
Timeout. Don't leave him on the board.
Don't leave him on the board. Here we go. The gamesmanship. Very, very entertaining game. So next week, Grizzlies travel off to Stowe after we finish off the Knights here with a victory in overtime.
Yeah, and then we'll be home for the remaining 2 games of the regular season. We'll play host to Solon, who is new to the Suburban League, National Conference, Suburban League in general, and then we'll end the season with North Royalton, and then week 1 of the playoffs. And we would assume at this point that the Grizzlies would have a home game in the opening round of the playoffs.
If they can hold on to victory here tonight and go on to play and win the rest of the games, they would be almost assured of a second-round playoff game. Here we go. Troy Myers in hot pursuit of Chester. Ball is dropped on the ground. Ball's on the turf. Game is over. We're going to overtime.
Yeah, that was almost your strip 6, my friend, that you talked about.
It wouldn't have been a strip. That was just dropped. Chester was running and getting ready to heave it, and just I think it came out of his hand as he put it back. But
we are going to go to overtime for the second week in a row.
Why can't Coach Todd teach them, hey, try and just take it off his hand and run the other way. Troy Myers was in hot pursuit of Chesser.
Yeah, we'll have a corn toss.
Last week we lost the toss, and Hudson put us ball first, which is what you want to do in overtime. You want to know what your option is, so you want to go on defense first. But then, if we had to go to second overtime, then it reverses. Whoever had the ball first gets it second, so it switches. So let's see what we got here.
Brady O'Connor, the homecoming king here tonight at Art Wright, and coming out representing the Knights is their quarterback, senior quarterback Ben Chesser.
The Grizzly fans are all up on the fence, being yelled at to get off the fence.
This is these kids are excited for the end of this football game. This is week number 2. Robert, it doesn't get much better than this.
No.
2 great programs, great storied programs, 2 physical programs, smart programs, and
well-coached programs.
Well-coached, yeah. And, here we are, 30-30. Let's see who's going to win the toss. Looks like Wadsworth will win. He says, no, you don't want. Are you sure you want to do that?
That's what it looked like from here.
So it looks like we're going.
Yep.
So we won and deferred, and
the Knights will go on offense first. The Grizzlies will go on defense first.
If anybody lost a black iPhone, please come up to the press box.
What a game.
So here it comes. It comes down to overtime once again. And this is the tested football team in overtime. Obviously, last week they passed the test. And this defense has been stellar.
Each team will get opportunity. If they score or not, they each get opportunity from their opponent's 20-yard line.
As a student body, they're going to work their way back down to this side of the field. And the kids are going to want to get up on the wall. And they will. And they're having a good time cheering on these Grizzlies. What a scene here at Art Wright is these fans are supporting their 6-0 Wadsworth Grizzlies. Looking to go 7-0.
What an atmosphere here tonight at Art Wright Stadium. Chesser keeps it, still on his feet, dragging one of the Grizzlies for at least a 5-6 yard gain. Let's see where they spot it.
Yeah, great ball fake to De Lorenzo, the back in the backfield, and Chesser just keeps it. Big gain, as you said, Robert, a gain of 8.
Handoff. Grizzlies with the ball. Grizzlies will strip the ball.
Now we got the side judge saying that the play was dead. He whistled the play dead on the side. On the Nordonia sideline, Coach Todd not liking the call.
Oh boy.
And there's the Grizzly fans unhappy with that call. Also, we'll take a look at it here on the WCTV replay as De Lorenzo's momentum is stopped.
Bollinger ripping the ball out right there. Bollinger comes out with it.
Yeah, it's just when did the whistle blow?
Number 3 with the carry and goes in and scores for the Knights.
Osby on the carry and the touchdown for the Knights, and 36-30 advantage Knights.
Coach Todd all over.
Yeah, let's take a look at this.
The referee.
This is Osby, the touchdown, and a good blocking on the inside there by that Knights offensive line. Creating the hole for Osby.
Can the Grizzlies disrupt this extra point? Low snap. Kick is up and it's blocked.
Now that's a huge block. Jacob Ernest breaking through.
aided by a low snap. Ball came across, had to hesitate, and Grizzlies got in there. A must score a touchdown here.
Take a look at it. Let's see who does get the paw on it. Looks like Jacob Ernest. Troy Meyer was in there too, but busting through the middle is Jacob Ernest. As Coach Todd still not happy with he thinks it's an early whistle. And we are up in the press box. We don't hear the whistle. But for the Grizzlies, you have an opportunity to win this with a touchdown and a PAT. Grizzly fans on their feet.
Cooper Gray's in. I believe Ernest is at H-back. Gray with the carry to the right side behind Kaufman, taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard gain.
Caleb Aiken on the stop. Aiken, the 6'1", 205-pound senior linebacker. Can you imagine if the Grizzlies are able to defeat the Knights, the fans in the south end zone, up on the fence?
2nd down and 8. Ernest in motion. Pitch to Gray to the right side. Dancing around, trying to pick up a yard or two. Knights well defended. You see Coach Todd's trying to go behind Big Ian Kaufman here.
Well, now you've got 3rd down and 7 on the play.
Brought him down for Nordonia. Still down in 7 now for
I got to imagine you want to stretch the field here and maybe go wide left.
Inestroza checks in. Lemp's at the bottom of the screen. Third and 7. Paul drops back. He's got pressure. Throws. Intended. Caught. Touchdown. Grizzlies.
How about it? Calix Lemp.
What a catch and throw by Hall and Lemp.
How about back-to-back clutch catches by number 7, Calix Lemp.
Draped by a Nordonia Knight all over him.
We are tied at 36.
Hall threads that in. Okay, all important PAT. Game is tied in overtime. 36 all, very important. Coach Todd takes the timeout, calm his troops. Hey, calm and collect.
Yeah, this is a smart timeout. You want to reassure your center, your holder, your kicker, and your offensive line. Let's take a look at this. What a pitch and catch by the freshman Bryson Hall. And he and Calix Lemp. Lemp is his favorite receiver, his most targeted receiver, and drops it right in there. And who is on the coverage? Number 11, Blake Allen.
All over him.
And Blake Allen has had a fantastic football game, and that time, Calix Lemp able to get to the inside of Allen and split the defenders in the secondary, and Bryson Hall just throws it a BB right to his chest. How about them Grizzlies?
Brady O'Connor doing everything he can do to keep that Knight, and I think it was Jackson, off of Hall.
Yeah, not only that, Cooper Gray was also wide open in the flat on the near side. So if Lemp was not open.
Smeltzer the holder. Jack Dinwiddie for the win. Kick is up. Good. Grizzlies win, my friend. Grizzlies win. 2 weekends in a row. South end zone. Big time win here, ladies and gentlemen. As you see the Grizzlies celebrate their victory over the Nordonia Knights.
The Grizzlies will go 7-0 on this season. They have won their 10th straight Suburban League Conference matchup. Sit alone in first place in the Suburban League and control their own destiny.
Ian Kaufman, number 66, is all wound up celebrating that victory. Hard-fought win. That young man coming in with Brady O'Connor sure did disrupt a little bit their offense, without a doubt.
And you know, we did it without Gavin Madigan, who it's a bittersweet victory.
Bittersweet. Hey, all we need is to get healthy. The schedule looks much easier the next 3 weeks. Hey, get healthy. We just need you for the playoffs. Get healthy now.
Robert, your final thoughts here on this game tonight.
Tested once again. Adversity. Knights come back, go on top. We answer every time. I mean, that's huge. That's gut check time. And the Grizzlies played a darn good team again and came away with the victory. That says a lot about this team.
Yeah, these two ball games over the last 2 weeks, Hudson and Nordonia, there is a lot of growth that takes place when you have to go through the meat grinder as they have with these last two opponents.
Absolutely. And then you watch the film tomorrow, and you're going to see the mistakes, and they can clean them up. You got to clean them up against good programs. That's what you learn from. You learn where the stress comes from, where the defender comes from. You learn from that, and you get better. You don't get better when you play teams that are not that good. That's easy peasy. Hey, we doubted Conley. We didn't know whether the Knights were good or not. We said that on air. Hey, they came out and proved it. They are good.
Yeah, this is a very good football team. And for the Grizzlies tonight, not one guy, not two guy. It was literally 50 guys, flying on the field, offense, defense, special teams that made it happen. So go ahead, Robert.
Lemp, Hall stood up big.
Jacob Ernest.
Gray, all of them.
Polchak, yes.
Polchak. I mean, phenomenal job across the board by the Grizzlies. You can't say enough about this. Coach Todd, coach team, these boys fight for each other. Excellent win for the Grizzlies here tonight. Well, huge computer points game tonight.
Well, next week we will be on the road in Stowe. You can watch it on WCTV. They're going to live stream it through WCTV, and then we'll be back here in 2 weeks as we take on Solon and then end the season with North Royalton. Many thanks to our producer-director downstairs, John Bernard, and camera folks, Joanna, Aiden, and Abe. For my partner, Robert Rickenbacker, I am Mike Elkins. The final tonight from Arkwright, Wadsworth, 37, Nordonia, 36. So long, Wadsworth.
Good night.
We're waiting for a special guest. Direct your attention to midfield. And at this time, we would like to recognize Coach Todd because this is his 100th career victory as a head coach. Coach Todd has compiled a coaching record of 100 wins, 42 losses in 13 seasons as a head coach. Congratulations, Coach Todd and the Grizzlies.
Watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.